Hello there, and welcome back to episode 2 of, I almost went to say Hexcraft,
No,
but
you
it's
didn't.
not. It's because we were just talking about it. This campaign that doesn't have a name yet. It will have a name.
By the time you're watching
But yes,
it.
episode 2.
Who said watching?
Welcome back. I'll
Watching.
be your
Watching.
DM today at this point in time. Exactly. My name is Jordan Taylor Ferguson. Welcome.
Yeah.
Hello!
Who else do we have here?
Hi. My name is Emma Black.
Hi, I'm Chris Nguyen.
I'm Taine Harding.
I'm Taylor Stuart.
I'm Annaliese Martin.
And I'm Jordan Taylor Ferguson. And as you may have noticed, if you watched the previous episode, which if you haven't, I highly recommend you do.
You should go do it.
We are
now.
missing one Josh Welter. They're feeling
Fired.
Oh my god! Bad job.
That's actually what happened.
Literally fired.
Fired, you know.
Fire.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Josh has been set on fire.
No, he will
That's what we'll have to do with the amount of sickness that's in him. It's too late. Too late for Josh.
I was going to watch this back and be like,
Sorry, Josh, I love
stop you guys.
No, hopefully we'll have Josh back next week. I'm feeling much better. But yes, for today, this is us. Do we have anything else to say or speak about?
Yeah, just letting everyone know that we're super appreciative that you're listening and watching, and if you're listening on Spotify, give us a rating, rate it out of 5, how much you like it. It really gains us traction and all that sort of stuff. And
Also
obviously,
helps us know if you like it.
yeah, truly.
Please.
That's kind of it. Socials being Instagram, roll_4_roll, being roll the dice. 4 as in for you.
FOR.
Yeah, and roll as in an actor's role.
Yeah, or like roleplay.
Or roleplay. Oh,
Roll.
true.
But yes, it is
For-
as in rolling for the role, blah blah blah. It all works.
There's a link in the
We felt
description
so clever
somewhere.
when we came up with the name.
Yeah, you're so chill.
Alright. But unless anyone else has anything at all to say,
Nah.
beautiful. Alright.
This spell, this throw, will it work? We won't know. Let's roll the dice. Wait here and see the illusion, the stories that die with. Augury, it's killing me. Suspended in this moment. Augury, this fate I see. Will I be the one? Will I be the one? Tell your fortune, Augury, Augury, Augury.
So, previously on this campaign, Brothe, Kit, and Nimothy, you arrived in the large, wondrous, newly built city of New Hilgard. You ventured into the city, stopping by a local tavern/inn within the old district of New Hilgard called the Babbling Babbit. When you arrived there, you found there was a bunch of commotion, and heard from the owners of the establishment that their daughter, Hilda LeFou, was missing. Previously, her cousins had been attacked while performing, and she had not returned. So you guys set out to look for that. And you were offered free drinks as recompense.
3.
And Kit, being a fan of Hilda, was like, yes, Let's do it.
Absolutely.
So you set out to go looking for them, went to the scene of the crime, found some evidence, and with expert investigation, got a lead on which direction the attackers had potentially run. Then, cutting back to Hilda, LeFou, Nimothy and Garrus, who is not present with us at the table right now.
You mean Fig?
Yes.
Two places at once?
It's like,
I did. What did I do?
remember that.
After having pursued your attackers, and then gone and investigated their little base, and then left, you're walking around having a conversation, revealing some info, when a water elemental type thing you saw hypnotizing seemingly and started to attack seemingly some standers by. So you launch into action. Cutting back to the other group, you saw Hilda being pursued by some hooded attackers and proceeded to attempt to attack them before realizing they were with Hilda and there was suddenly a bigger threat. Fighting off this water elemental type thing, you saved the standers by, a mother, an older lady, and a small toddler. A watery woman fell from inside this thing, which you found to be a river naiad, who, upon waking up, got very concerned and shocked and flustered and ran away. You then made your way back to the Babbling Babbit, having proceeded to save the day, and caught up, had some conversations, found out who you were, why you were all here, and decided to rest for the night. Kit going back to his papa's at the Hawkview Institute. And that is pretty much where we left off. Oh my god. I started playing additional music. Ah!
It kind of works.
I like
It
it.
does. It got super fun. So you all settle down for a long night's rest. Nimothy,
Yes.
Yes.
you awake to the sound of water, insects, frogs, the rustling of leaves blowing in the wind, and you open your lives to find yourself lying down on a... You can't tell if you're small or this lily pad is ginormous. You're in some sort of flooded forest. There are these either really tall trees or again maybe you're just super small. It is kind of hard to tell with the perspective here as everything seems big around you. But these tall trees, they go up to an enormous canopy with light rays shining through, their roots sort of sticking out of the water before going down into the depths below. All around you are various size and shaped lily pads. And yeah, it's quite a pretty little expanse. Magical almost.
Do I recognize where I am?
No, often when you have dreams like this, they're in various natural landscapes. You've probably been in, like, it probably feels familiar in a sense. You don't know if you've exactly been in this place before.
Okay.
Not often is it like a fully flooded forest. But
Yeah, right. Okay. Nimothy's going to stand up. And I think she's started to... Because she's having these dreams like semi-frequently, and it's kind of one of the reasons why she's started to explore and needing to come into the cities and the towns. And I think she started out being like really afraid of the dreams and not knowing what's going on. But I think she's kind of started to use them to explore and figure things out. So she's like, cautious, but is
Yeah.
wanting to explore what happens and is using it to learn things
Yes.
rather than be so afraid of it. So I think, so I'm on a big lily pad,
Yes.
and can I see, are there other lily pads around?
There are a bunch of other lily pads.
Okay,
all
cool.
around.
I'm going to walk on it
Yeah. It's like walking across
like a waterbed.
Almost like it's a little more structural, but you do feel it like sort of step in and you feel that.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Can I see any of the water? Can I go to the side of one of the lily pads?
Yeah.
And can I look at my reflection in the water?
Is there anything you're particular?
Do I look like myself?
You do look like yourself.
Okay, cool. Good.
Give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
You a phenomenal first roll of the night. We're starting good with these first rolls of sessions.
Woo!
Yeah, Nat 20, you look into the water and immediately notice yourself. You then sort of look past your reflection and into the water, and you swear you see another face behind it looking back. With the Nat 20, I'll also give you, the water is deep enough, or there's not enough light, or like the water doesn't look muddy or anything by any means.
Yeah.
But it's either that it's deep enough, there's not enough light, or it's just murky enough that you can't see how deep it is.
Yeah, okay.
It all just goes into darkness.
Okay.
But looking past your reflection, you do see another face that it almost feels familiar. It's that sort of moment of being in a dream and you see the face of someone and you're like, I know who this person is, but I don't. It's like you can't like discern the details.
Yeah.
Like even with the Nat 20. What we also notice is that it feels like the face seems to like bleed into the water. Not bleed, but like blend into the water itself, like it is a part of it.
Okay, cool.
But yes.
So, okay. I was going to ask maybe that won't work if I want to place my face into the water and look through the water.
Yeah. I'll say you can do that.
Okay. Can I see anything clearer if I do that? I suppose I'm going to do that either way, but whether or not I get something from it.
An additional perception check. I will let you have it at advantage because of the Nat 20.
Sick.
Just so we're not negating the Nat 20
Let
entirely.
me actually look at my perceptions for the day. Okay, that's an 18, and that's a 7, so 18.
18 total? Cool. Putting your head under the water, you, for a second your eyes have to adjust. And as they do, you no longer see the face, but it feels like you see a form in the water, swimming away. And with an 18, I think you feel like you see the glint of something further down in the water.
I'm going to dive in.
Nice.
You dive in. You do so. Around you, the sounds of the frogs and the insects and the wind in the trees disappears to just the low rumbling of the water around you. You swim down into the darkness, pursuing this shimmering shape in the water, and then in the distance, a glittering something. Swim down. Give me an athletics check first.
Oh, 9.
9. As you're swimming down, you feel like you're struggling to keep up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sort of seeing the shape you were following and the thing you're heading towards, you feel like you're losing ground.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What can I do? Can I... Oh, no, I have minor illusion. That's not super helpful. Can I go into a rage?
Yeah. That's what I need to get up. I need to get up your rage stuff.
Rage.
I'm just gonna see. I feel like I'm at this point. I feel
Yeah.
desperate. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
come back. And particularly because it's like, as my rage is like, I feel like I'm getting desperate and like, no, come back. And then
Yeah.
I rage and get upset and turn into,
And as that emotion flows through you, so does this magic from somewhere deep inside.
Yeah.
And it explodes out. Roll me a d6.
yeah. I was trying to get up the, I don't know what I did with the wild magic thing either. 4.
4.
I've got it, hold on.
Okay. So I don't know how helpful this will be, but this sort of like, what do we describe it as? Like this like magic like wisps of like steam begin to rise off you.
Yeah.
If anyone does attack you, that magic will lash out at them.
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. Done.
Amazing. So as you're descending down with these wisps of magic flowing off you, drifting into the water, you give me an athletics check at advantage
Nice.
as the passion drives you.
More passion.
Passion. More energy.
17.
More footwork.
17.
Amazing. With this burst of energy and adrenaline, you swim faster and faster, attempting to catch up. At this point, you're getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
If you do look back, you can barely see the surface anymore. It feels as if you're almost becoming encompassed by this darkness.
Yeah.
You can't even see the roots of any trees
Ooh.
nearby. You're just almost in this complete void, apart from this feeling of someone or something ahead of you, that small glimmer in the distance. Give me a Constitution saving throw for your breath and the pressure of the water and the pressure of this stream.
17.
17.
Yeah.
You manage to maintain your resilience in this dreamlike state, pushing through the water, feeling almost thick to push through, but you do. Then the light begins to get closer. It begins to start to get bigger, and there you begin to see it refract through this, what you assume is the thing or creature or person that was that face that you saw. Give me an insight check. Lots of rolls.
I love it. 9.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what exactly it is, and whether it's running away from you or running towards this thing.
Sure.
Give me one more athletics check to see if you can catch up to it.
Do I get advantage because I'm still in a rage? Not 20. Oh my gosh, what is happening?
With that nat 20, you seeing that this light is getting closer,
Kaboom.
you manage to catch up to it. And I'll say with the nat 20, you do see that it's you do get a glimpse of its face in the water, almost like shimmering ripples of just highlights of the face, otherwise completely transparent. They remind you of that water lady that you guys had fought on the beach that had then run away. You can then see the light in the distance getting bigger. You can feel the water getting colder and almost what feels like a breeze. What do you want to do?
Does it feel out of reach to, or am I like, is it just,
It feels like if you just swim a bit further, you could get there. The water lady, you think Figara said something about it being a naiad.
Yeah.
Has sort of slowed down. Have you managed to catch up to it in sort of looking at you and looking back towards the light?
Do I feel any hostility from it?
No, it's not attacking you.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like floating there.
I would like to reach out my hand and try and touch it.
As you reach out your hand to try and touch it, it sort of goes from looking towards the light to then looking towards you and does pull back for a second before looking at your hand and goes to touch you as well. Give me a medicine check.
5.
As it touches you, you feel it burn a little, but you're not really sure what that was.
Yeah, okay.
And you then see its form shiver or shudder, and almost become this like sickly green. Again, you can't see most of its form. It's practically invisible.
Yeah.
Apart from the few bits reflecting from this light there. The light sort of becomes this like sickly colour and sort of begins to distort and almost dissolve before it does seem to, your eyes sort of lose focus on it in the water. It seems to disappear. So now you are alone in this dark space.
Is that other light still there?
The other light's still there.
Can I go look at that?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and swim in its direction.
Swim in its direction. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
18 plus 5, 20, 23.
Swimming deeper, the pressure growing more, holding your breath, holding on to this moment, holding on to this dream, not wanting your body to force yourself awake. You do manage to get to this light. It gets colder and colder rapidly and rapidly. The light is blinding for a moment, and then you feel as if you are falling, and you can't tell if it is from the falling, there's like a rush of wind, or if you were suddenly in a blizzard, but it's as if 1,000 tiny shards of ice start striking at you, and you swear you see a forest of trees covered in snow before you feel an impact and you're awake.
Is anyone in the room next to me?
Well, we never actually got to fully discuss who was in whose rooms. Hilda went back to their room.
I think I was with Garrus.
You were with Garrus.
Yeah.
Therefore, Figara was probably in Nimki's room.
Yeah, I gave up on going to the lake.
Yeah, that's right.
I was just like,
I think I'm gonna like
You got to a tub.
wake up and like as like a child waking up from a bad dream and be like,
I'm gonna wake up next to you and go, oh my god, you're okay? And I put my hands out to...
And then I crawl under your arms and just hug you like around your waist.
Oh, that's so cute. And my fingers hugging Nim, and she can feel her little hands around. I'm just patting, figures patting Nim's hair, just like brushing it out of their eyes.
Down.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm rocking you back and forwards. It's okay. What happened?
I had a dream.
You had a dream?
A bad dream.
Yeah, it must have been a bad dream.
Yeah. There was that lady. The water lady.
The naiad? What was she doing?
Swimming. And she was
fair enough.
she was chasing a light.
A light? What did the light look like?
It was really bright.
Any colour in particular? Or?
It was like yellow, like warm light. I think was it warm light?
It was a white
light.
cold light.
White light. Cold light. Sorry, my bad. Cold light.
So it wasn't a yellow light?
No, it was
Okay,
it was
so
light. It was like
pink.
it was like white light. No, it wasn't. I didn't pay my pants. I didn't. I might have.
Okay if you did.
I didn't. I didn't.
Okay.
And then I tried to touch her, and then she disappeared. And then I got the light, and then I started falling, and I could see snow and trees and eyes.
What were you falling in? The water?
I don't know. And these icicles were like poking me.
I put my arms around him and hug her tighter. There. The water's a friend to everyone.
Okay.
It's not something to be feared.
If you say so.
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
It's
thank
not something
you.
to be feared.
Is there anything? Can I make some kind of like intelligence check to kind of see if any of it means anything
I would
to
say
me?
either insight or investigation.
Yeah. Okay.
Investigation, putting clues together.
Yeah.
Insight,
How do I feel about it?
understanding, I guess.
Vibes.
Like insight into.
The vibes.
I think I want insight. Yeah. 12. It's okay if it's still a bit of a mystery to me.
No, I'll say that. Like, you didn't recognize, like, you were sort of, it happened very quick. Obviously, it's a dream, so elements are sort of like fading away quickly.
Yeah.
But when you were falling, like, you know, you've been in the snow, it does snow through the winter time. But, like, the forest you were in didn't look like one you were familiar with.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think there's much you can put together apart from.
Okay. Is it something though? Do I get the idea that maybe that's what I'm looking for, or is that still too out of reach?
In your dreams previous, you've had visions of a city. You know, I presume this city. You've had visions of, or you've had persons. In this one, the Naiad didn't talk to you, but you've had people, things. Sometimes they take the form of critters that will
Yeah.
spoken to you.
Yeah.
I've like either helped you or given you insight into things, and lately it's been about getting to this place.
Yeah.
This is the first one in a while that's had nothing to do with that, seemingly. And you did just fight.
Yeah.
So it feels like that could be, but it's also the first time you've had a dream.
Like
to do
here.
that.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Okay.
Could
Awesome.
I do an insight to see if the light has anything to do with something I might have experienced?
I wouldn't call that insight. I
Okay.
would say either history, nature, or investigation.
Okay.
Acrobatic.
I'll do a flip.
Could be perception? No. Okay, I'll do nature.
Yeah.
17 plus 2.
19.
Yay, let's go. Thank you, Jess.
So, like, it does snow up towards the swamp area.
Oh, bet.
But,
Oh, bet! Sorry.
you know, it's not really a forest up there. So, like, the swamp isn't a forest. Again, you're only going
No.
off what Nymphy has described.
Yeah,
Um,
but I know the snow.
so, like, but, like, it snows everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah.
with a 19, it doesn't feel like it's specifically pertaining to anything you're directly familiar with.
Yes. Very excellent, thank you.
Yeah,
As in, like, north of the swamp area?
maybe.
Okay.
And you haven't really been beyond the swamp area.
No, this is
It's
true.
like, it could be west, it could
Damn.
be south.
But
It'd be
around
weird
the
if it was
swamp.
south,
Oh
I
well,
guess.
around the swamp area though, because
I mean, there are forests around there. It could be. Nymphy didn't really describe, nor did you necessarily get a good view on the. Oh no, I said that you.
Trees covered in snow.
I will say, in how I feel like Nymphy would describe it, Nymphy would have described the trees as pointy.
pointy.
They're pointy trees.
Which isn't, even with a 19. With a 19, I'll say no. It doesn't feel like anything you're familiar with.
Okay, cool. But okay, yep, cool, excellent. Yep, nice.
It is about this point that, at the very least, you, then Figara. I don't know why I keep getting your names mixed up.
I mean, they sound similar. We really
Nim and
we
Finn, Fig.
Fig. It's
Fig. Nim and I
Anyway.
nearly said Finn.
B for Brothe.
B for birth.
Hilda. And Hilda.
The sisters.
Skylar sisters.
Anyway,
Hilda groupies.
Figara, especially with your passive perception,
Yes.
you hear what sounds like shouting from downstairs.
I hear what sounds like shouting from downstairs.
What?
Sorry, I hear what sounds like
Shouting.
I don't. It sounds like something's going on downstairs. Can you hear people shouting?
If you're actively listening,
I
you
think
can hear.
I'm gonna listen.
Fuck.
You can't really make out words, but you do hear the.
I think Nim kind of like goes back to like barbarian mode of like, huh, what? All right, huh, who is it? Let's go. Let's go. Thank you for hugs. Let's go.
But as for
Wait, hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
I give you a little packet of berries.
Oh, thank you.
And
Yum.
I say to you, when you, okay, if you want to eat them straight away, you can, that's fine. And I say to you, use these when you feel low so that you can be strong. And I give it to you. And if you eat it, you, as a bonus action, you can eat one of those to gain 2 temporary hit points.
Oh my god, thank you. Okay, I won't eat them right now. I'll save them for later. Thank you. Oh my gosh,
60 temporary hit points. Once and they stack.
Plus 2 temp hit points. Fun! Thanks. Thank you, Fig.
But cutting to either Brothe or Hilda, because both of these are going to wake up. And how do you wake up?
I haven't.
Do you wake up to the shouting? Do you wake up before then?
He's
Drink a lot.
He's
hungover.
I'm a little hungover.
Alright, so
He's still sleeping. Nothing's
Alright,
waking him
still
up.
Cool. Well, Brothe is still asleep.
Yeah.
Hilda, what are you doing?
That is the choice I'm picking.
I'm just waking up.
Speaking of,
I'm in my little PJs.
since I'm cutting over to you,
Oh, bless.
I'm going to give you because
Did you show the seal?
Wow!
It's got a seal on it.
I really wanted a
Now
seal.
that this is an option.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to touch it.
I know, now's the option.
Letter.
Now, as I did say, there is information in there that when you open it will at least there's yeah. So like choose when you want to open it.
Okay, yeah.
Like you can open it right away.
The choice
But, like,
is yours.
It will.
Does DM speak for
That's
don't
like-
fucking
You can, but like just. Yeah.
Okay.
Narratively.
I'm aware that I gave you something to open, and that's very tempting. But like,
It's tempting. No, I look at it. I look at this letter on my bed. I'm just like sitting on the edge of it, and it was sitting on my bedside table. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I don't feel safe opening this right now. I might tuck it away for later. So I get up, I go and get dressed. I open my little closet with all of my little clothes. There's some costumes there. In the corner, you can see it does catch her eye, a black cloak, a long black wig, and makeshift elf ears.
Yes, please.
We have
She-
a cosplayer.
She looks at it with regret and anger.
Ooh.
Oh,
This was the costume she was wearing when she was out spelunking and stealing.
bet.
you know,
Yeah, she doesn't like looking at that, so she will avert her eyes and put on her normal day clothes,
and to that point,
which will just be like a white blouse and just normal black pants.
I'll get an active perception check from you,
Ooh.
just so you can.
What?
Just because you're more likely to be able to recognize someone's voice than like anyone you know.
Okay, active
so, like,
perception.
I'm going to say that this is when you hear the
So you'll
shouting,
roll-
Oh, okay.
roll
But
for perception.
just to see if you can recognize who it is.
Okay. Nat 20.
You know that voice anywhere.
Whoa.
We're really on a roll.
You can hear your mother Marie
Mary.
shouting.
She's, that's a
you
common thing.
Yes, you can hear the.
She, like kind of like, she's not rushing to go see what it is because like she shouts all the time.
I like that. That's good.
Another day.
Another day.
Another day.
Another day, another dollar.
What is it? She's got a black wig.
So,
Elfie.
you're taking your time to get ready.
Cloak.
In that case, Figara and Nimothy. Yes, that is correct.
That's
I
right,
said
you did it
yes,
right.
You got it.
Yeah, that's what you need to do is you need to just put like, it's like Figara and Nimothy.
I said Figara is going to exist on my right side, Nymphy's on my left. It's actually really good on different tables.
Yes.
Oh.
Handy.
Call her Fig Twig if that helps.
Big twig.
Fig Twig. Please.
Big twig, big twig, big twig. Anyway.
Yep.
Both of you heard the shouting. Are you all heading down?
Yes. Well,
Are
I
you
will.
okay?
I'm.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm okay.
Yeah, okay.
I just
No,
had
we
a
don't
bad
talk about it
dream.
anymore.
Okay. That's
But I
okay.
appreciate your help. Thank you.
No, you're okay. It's all good. Happy to help.
I don't usually get to wake up with someone there. Usually, I just wake up from a bad dream by myself.
I give you. He gives him another hug, and
Thank
says,
you.
"It's really nice to be amongst companions again. I've missed that.
Yeah, I've never had it.
Really, it's lovely.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that. But I hear voices. We should go
Okay.
down there.
Yes, let's go. Absolutely.
And it's at this time that I'm all dressed and I'm making
Emotional
my way
clarity.
Yes.
Alright.
Making my
Um,
way uptown.
So I'll say you guys start heading down the stairs as Hilda, you. Because I feel like you've got like the main sort of like tavern and inn, and then sort of upstairs is where like the patrons could stay, and then sort of in like
There's
the
like a little
adjacent
separate,
sort of like separate thing.
like a granny shed.
Yeah, but still
But, like,
sizable enough
connected to
to
the
fit
house,
like your
yeah.
entire family.
Yeah.
And I feel like the way to get through there is like through another door, like ground level. So like you
Yeah.
enter through there. To see, there are like some of your other family around. You see your grandmother sort of sitting in the chair doing some like knitting.
My grandma.
You see Sylvani trying to calm Marie, and Marie getting quite angry at a couple Dawn Guard.
Okay.
You can see you would not have seen them, but you probably will have recognized them from around.
Yeah.
Neither would you. Nimothy, you would. As the Hobgoblin Dawn Guard who was here yesterday, with the rest asking questions and all. And then there are a couple others dressed in that thing. And you hear Marie basically going, this is absolutely outrageous. You cannot shut our place down right now.
Oh, rude.
And you hear
It's okay, I probably should have rushed to get dressed up.
and you can hear the
It's fine.
the Dawn Guard going, look, I'm sorry, I don't really want to do this, but we don't really have a choice at the moment. Look, we've got to do whatever we can. Currently we suspect foul play, and until we complete our investigation, we cannot allow any businesses in Old Town to stay open.
Fair play.
Do not shoot the messenger here. Okay, Marie, through this, is constantly in the process of really wanting to throw hands.
Yeah.
But obviously can't really throw hands with a Dawn Guard.
No. That will.
And so kind of using Sylvani, holding them back as an excuse to be like,
Hold me back.
hold me back.
Have we come down the stairs now?
Yes.
Do we
Yeah.
hear
So,
that?
Nim is pretty worked up from this bad dream and things, and doesn't know what a Dawn Guard is. So,
Bunch of cop.
so I'm gonna be like, you, hey, stop.
I'm gonna slide under your legs, Nim, and just be like, yeah, stop.
I'm sorry, and who are you?
Nimothy.
Nimothy.
Yes.
Right.
Brilliant.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Stop.
They will continue to serve. And she like smacks her axe on the ground.
The other
be
two
careful,
Dawn
don't
Guard who are sort of like more or less just like standing by the door, their two spears, they sort of lower and point in your direction.
Ew.
Hobgoblin's gonna sort of like gesture back to them and go, let me introduce myself. Captain Pike. Sort of
Cool.
brings out his hand, sort of shake.
Captain Pike.
And she licks it.
Kind of like giggled behind my hand.
And then gesturing to between your short legs, where Figara is.
Very close to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who are you?
Figara.
Figara.
Just Fig.
Fig.
Yes.
Right.
What was your name again?
Captain Pike.
Hello.
Why are you telling them what to do?
What are you a captain of?
I'm the captain of the Dawn Guard, and
What's the Dawn Guard?
Love. Yes, the right questions.
we maintain the law and order within the city.
Like SVU? I don't know what that is.
I do not
Like
phonetically know.
SVU? How is stopping them serving, creating or maintaining order? That sounds like you are halting order.
There have been a number of
Amen.
people within and around Old Town who have been falling ill over the past week. We have yet to work out exactly what the cause is. However, yesterday there was an attack across the river by some living water elemental.
Yes, we were there.
No, we weren't. I looked to my mum's and like, no, I wasn't there.
We killed it.
There were reports of people doing such a thing.
Yeah, us.
Yes, that was us.
I think Brothe at this point, not because he hears anything, but he opens his eyes and he can see the sunlight coming through, and he's like, I'm late. Starts getting ready, jumps out, and he's making his way down.
Yeah. Sort of stumbling down.
Hi everyone, good morning, and then goes outside.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm like in this guy's face, or like at least like close to him.
Yeah.
So I feel like you'd be able to sense a level of like tension and like and confrontation
What's your passive
happening.
insight? Because you're just rushing through.
I mean, also if you just want to go outside, that's fine.
Passive, it'd be wisdom,
Runs
so
out,
9.
comes back in.
Yeah, right. Okay.
No. Brothe kind of goes, good morning everyone, goes outside.
Cool. Anyway,
There'll be more to that when you get there.
Anyway, the mother and her child, as well as her mother that I suppose you would have been the ones to save
Yes,
yesterday.
that was us.
Well, the older woman and the toddler, they became quite sick this morning.
Oh no.
Major disease.
The toddler's mother took them in for treatment, but neither the apothecary nor any of the clerics have been able to successfully treat it, as has been the case with the other number of individuals. There have been a high fever, unidentified spores, and he pulls out a little notebook and looks at it, and the yellow bar was more acidic or something.
So, and not the mother, not the middle woman,
No,
just the
she's,
elder and just the
The mother is
child.
afraid that she might be catching it, but it seems to affect the most vulnerable first. Long story short, witnesses say they saw a water lady fall out of this water thing. Eyewitnesses. And then flew in the direction of Old Town.
Oh.
Given the connection that all these people have been getting sick in Old Town, and that people heard that this water lady say that those people were sick and then they became sick, they believe there is a connection. Long story short, how fear is it being connected to something these people are eating and drinking within Old Town. So, until further notice, I and a few others are going around and informing businesses who sell food and drink to shut down for the time being.
So what are the people meant to do? How are they meant to eat and drink?
Well, they can go elsewhere in the city, and or they can stay at home. It won't be the end of the world. And if these incidents stop, we can presume that it was the cause of one of the businesses, and or if we find investigation of foul play before then, we can then deal with that and have the others reopen. But if the sicknesses continue over the next month, well, we'll know that it has nothing to do with this, and if our investigation hasn't turned up further, well, we'll have to. Let the law do its job and gather leads elsewhere. I'm just the messenger here.
I see.
In
And
Hilda,
I'm glad to
sorry.
see that you're back safe.
Hi. I start waving, and then cogs are turning in Hilda's brain. Water. Sick. The old lady and the toddler got sick. The water, like, monster touched them. She dived straight into that water. She's starting to get a little scared here. What if she gets sick? I'm like, am I feeling hot? Am I having a fever? Hello. Oh, God. Medicine. Okay. That's kind of cocked. I'll try and...
Yeah, go get
yeah.
it.
It's a bit cocked.
Yeah. 16.
16. You think you feel fine. You're sweating a little bit, but you think you feel fine. Otherwise.
Okay, she starts to calm down a
Is
bit.
it nerves or is it the sweats?
Yeah.
Just above table.
Just out of eyesight from her mum's, so they don't get scared or worried.
Just above table. Did you say high fever spores and yellow bile?
Yeah, so you looked at his notes, and apparently that yellow bile was reduced, inflamed, like more acidic.
Yep.
Referring to the old school, like
Yeah.
what are they called?
Humours.
Humus.
Humans.
Yep.
So basically, like
Black bile, yellow bile.
he sort of like gestured to their
Phlegm.
throat, referring to
Phlegm.
like heartburn and like
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
reflux. Apparently.
Interesting.
Where is it? Captain.
I think Nimothy's gonna kind of like back off and be like, I did attempt to protect your honor. However, he has made some very interesting points, and I'm not sure I can continue to fight this man.
It's okay. I'm
And
sure
Marie's like,
we can figure something out.
You're welcome to, if you'd like.
I give you permission.
Yeah.
there will be fines if any businesses do stay open. We will give everyone till the end of the day to get whatever they need in order. But by sunset today, we will require everyone to be shut down.
There's so many rules. Why?
That's how we
Welcome
keep
to the
things
city.
running around here.
Where are the toddler and
If
old
you say
woman
so.
located?
Well, they live in Old Town currently. They're in a hospital.
Hospitile.
Hospital.
That's
Um,
canon.
That's what they're called. Hospital.
They're in the hospital.
Yes.
It's like very tiled.
Keeps it cool in the summer.
Yeah. They're in the hospital. Over
Yes.
in the below what's the name of the sun?
Temple of the Sun?
Temple
Temple is just called Temple of the Two Suns.
Temple of Baptist.
Below the hill. Outside the old wall.
Okay.
But anyway, just
Okay.
don't go causing any
No.
trouble. If you did help the other day, good job. But I would advise against that and leaving it to professionals. You could have got hurt.
Yeah, but we didn't, so.
That's besides the point.
Why are professionals better?
Because we are trained to protect the people.
But you
of
didn't.
this.
We're the ones who defeated it.
I have lived out there for up over 100 years. I know things that you will never know, and I have seen things that you will never see. So don't act like you're better because you learnt things at a school or a place.
School or plane.
Fancy building.
Yeah, you with your degree.
What's a degree?
You think you
I
know
don't
all your
actually
things
get
with
a-
your degree?
Degree, but I did train at the academy, yes.
Well, I didn't. And I'm strong.
I believe you. Anyway, I will take my leave. I've got more
I think that was good.
Good job.
businesses to attend to. Good day, Marie, Silvani, Hilda. Leaves at the dawn guard, who have since raised up their spears and exit behind.
Jerks.
Yeah. I don't like them.
I like his name.
What was it?
Fish.
Pike.
I like fish.
Anyway, Brothe, what are you doing?
So Brothe, as he ran out of the building, and so to him, he's woken up very late. He's a morning person, and to him, he has kind of gone, oh no. He's going to go either to the closest bell tower, tree, or just any piece of dirt, ground. And he sets up a little morning ritual. He grabs pebbles from his little pouch and lays them down like a circle, and then he gets on his knees, and he's just basking in the sun, and just whispering to himself little prayers for the morning.
It's actually fun as you set it up, because the sun rises from the east. Wow, suns rise from the east.
The suns.
And to the east of Old Town is the hill on which the Temple of the
yes.
Temple of Two Suns sits.
Gorge.
So, like the beginning of the morning, Old Town is cast in shadow until the sun rises above it. And as you're setting up, you get to the point of the morning where the sun sort of peaks over there.
Yeah, cool.
And so the rays of sunlight sort of shine down on your back just as you finish setting it up.
Beautiful.
And you feel that warmth hit you, fill you.
He speaks little prayers to himself. They're less like prayers to like a deity or a god or any sort of higher being. They're just more like in the mirror self-motivation.
Affirmations.
Yeah, affirmations. You got this.
You are strong.
You are strong. Today's a new day. You got this. Just one step at a time. Alrighty. And then like puts them away and then like hi everyone.
The hell did you go do?
I'm gonna pipe myself up in the morning. That's what I did. Yeah.
I can understand that. I usually had a lot of morning performances.
Yeah, nice. So,
Can you teach me what you do?
Yeah, I can do that. We'll do it tomorrow morning,
Okay. Wake me up next time.
real early.
I had a bad dream.
You had a bad dream. You had a nightmare.
No, a bad dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Bad dreams, nightmares.
Are they the same thing? Okay.
Yeah.
I never heard of nightmare before. It
Scary.
sounds like a horse.
Yeah. They are.
Sleeping horse.
Yeah, sleeping horse.
Sleepy horse. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sorry to hear.
Thank you.
After hearing that, you see Silvani, Hilda's other mother, with a long blonde hair, comes over with some tea for you. Some like nice, has this nice, warm, soothing smell. It's like, I'm sorry you had a bad dream, dear.
Oh, thank you. That's
It's
very
like a
kind.
little cookie on the side. And she just sort of, as she goes back out to the kitchen, sort of just gives you a little pat on the head. Well done.
That's so cute.
A little kiss.
This is so nice.
All right. So what are we doing today? We're going to we're going off to. Oh, I'm going. I know that I'm going.
We need
the
to see Mentor.
Yeah, mentor.
Mentor, yeah.
That's it. Gotta find my mentor. So if you want to come along, come along.
I see my mentor.
Kit. Yeah, that's right. Where'd Kit go again? He said he was going.
He went to
home?
see his papa.
Yeah, that's right. We said we'd wait for him to be here, yeah, and then we go off together. Or we?
Did we?
What do we say?
No, I think we said we would. Isn't that where he lives?
I don't remember.
We can go find him if we know where he lives.
Are you on your way?
Are you on a little?
Little tricycle.
Edit.
That's so creepy.
You see outside a little kid on a little brass on a little brass tricycle.
Oh my god.
He just comes in.
You
You want to
little
play a
into
game?
the place?
You park your bike.
From inside you can hear it.
Edit. Just open the door. Are you ready to go on an adventure?
Hey, Kit. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Fantastic.
It's been a big morning already.
Wow, really? I just went for a nice little ride through town.
That's nice.
It's very nice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. No one else we got to worry about. Off we go.
Where's Garrus?
Who?
Garrus.
Big
Oh.
man.
Horn man.
Horns.
Yes.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I beat him
with you?
yesterday.
Garrus.
Remember, I beat him yesterday.
Brothe is like blanked out. He's like, what?
Did you wake up
Yesterday.
with anyone in your room this morning?
Nah.
Well,
For two reasons. That's either Brothe not looking and like no perception, or he wasn't there.
I asked Marie, did you see a horned individual come through this morning?
No, not this morning. No.
Can I go check your room?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I'm gonna run upstairs and then I realize I don't know what room it is, so I run back down.
Number 7.
Okay. Run back up. Go in. Can I look to see if there's anything that's noticeable? Thank you. I'm doing an investigate. I pull out my magnifying glass, of which I don't have.
The fake one.
The fake one. I go like this. Okay, investigation. Whoop.
Nice.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Nat 1.
Wrong dice.
Yep. Nat 1.
Um,
0.
Damn.
There's a really cool plant in the room.
Oh, that's a really cool plant. Run back down. So I found a really cool plant.
Nice.
Yes.
Garrus?
No Garrus.
No Garrus.
No, right.
Then hear from the corner, an old chair.
It's a 9.
Hilda, your grandmother.
Grandma.
Speak up and go. The purple tiefling man.
Yeah, he was purple, wasn't he?
Yes. I think so.
He came sneaking out in his hood last night.
Sneaking.
Good.
I thought he gave up his hood.
I know. We told him.
I could not tell you where he went, but I can tell you he did not come back.
Well, if he doesn't want to be with us, that's okay.
That's a little
Oh,
suspicious.
that makes
Oh,
me
no.
really sad.
That's alright.
That's okay. He seemed really interested in the Institute, so maybe he's just gone off on a different adventure. We'll meet up with
What
him
if
later.
he doesn't like me?
I'm sure he does.
It's been one day, Nim.
Brothe is giving
Yeah,
a look
even
of like,
though
I
I'm
just
fine.
don't know who you're talking about. I'm so sorry.
I mean,
I just-
his own stuff.
I have never had to make friends, let alone lose friends.
Well, you won't
That's
lose
okay.
me.
Yeah. Well, you don't know if you've lost him. He's just like not here right now.
That's
He
true.
might be doing his own stuff.
You're
Maybe
right.
we
You're
should
right.
leave him.
Yes, you're right.
Would
I'll
it make
be
you feel
okay.
better to look at the Institute?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I'm following you.
Shall we?
Alright.
Sure.
I mean, can't really stay here. We've got nothing to do anyway.
As you guys go,
This is closed.
Marie's going to say, say to you,
Say to Hilda.
I'm glad you're making some more friends. And it sort of opens up to the rest of you. Now, thank you for bringing back Hilda yesterday. But if anything happens to her,
What?
you're going to be in so much trouble.
Why does everyone keep getting us in trouble?
The greatest
Why?
impact we'll have
What is
today is
people's-
the great learning.
Good. A good influence. Alright, go have fun, Speedy.
She's not joking, by the way. I once saw her turn somebody into a pretzel. Literally.
Why are we getting in trouble? We saved you.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like people are really misled about our intentions.
Yeah.
I'd like a pretzel.
Anyway,
Off we go.
and off you go.
Pretzel.
And so you proceed to travel north through Old Town across the bridge.
Pretty bridge.
Into the sort of more market district where performing and where you guys had the neural investigation. To your right, you see a smaller version, probably only about 20 feet tall, as opposed to like the even larger walls that like surround New Hillgard.
Yep.
Made out of that same bluish stone, maybe a slightly rougher sort of cut. You walk towards it, and there is this massive sort of open gate.
Cool.
There are a couple of dawn guards stationed by, but you can see that there are people coming and going.
Okay.
It seems open to the public.
Nice.
And walking through, I have a different sound set. Yeah, it's not that crazy.
Yeah, well,
Hard rock.
Settle down.
Oh, that's the inside. Shoot, it was. Anyway,
Cut this part.
walking in, the ground begins to sort of slowly ascend upward, not quite a hill because it then drops off down to the river. You sort of look out and you see a number of these ornate buildings and towers, many interconnected walkways that lead up to this larger central, almost castle. The castle's the wrong word because it's not actively meant to be built to be defended.
Yeah.
It looks like your sort of classic university or yeah.
wow, Harvard.
Yeah. Is it made of like
but
sandstone or
slightly more
something?
Yeah,
fancy.
what's the building made out of?
Yeah.
Like, is it
Cobblestone, stone, sandstone, limestone,
Brick.
rocks,
classic brick?
It's sort of the I couldn't tell you what exactly stone. It's more of like a sort of like yellowish sort
Okay.
of stone, but like the big sort of stone
Yes, stone.
slab things.
Yeah, cool.
It's stone.
Nice.
It sure is.
So I've never been here, Kit. What do we? I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Well, welcome to the Hawkview Institute of Runes and Relics.
Runes and relics.
This is it. Pretty big, pretty cool, right?
I'm a student here.
Yeah. What you would
Yes.
well, what are you you're specifically here to get information?
Yeah, well, look, I think for Brothe, it's first time being here, he's going to be very excited about things and everything that's here. But yes, the main mission is to talk to colleagues or anyone that may know information about my mentor, Prudence.
Mm-hmm. And obviously he was
I was a
sent
science.
from here because Prudence was meant to meet up with
He
you.
was meant to take me here.
And
Yeah.
you have returned, neither had Prudence. So he was sent out. So there is some knowledge that Prudence has been missing, but this was sort of the first step in doing anything about it.
Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, you could go ask around, try to find colleagues or potentially other
Yeah.
students of Prudence, or you could just go to like an
Who am I meant to report to?
information desk.
True.
actually, probably, you have a choice of, what are their names? A child.
A child.
Yeah?
Can I go speak to the, head professor of Tenumbra history and head lawkeeper? Or you could go speak to the, head professor of creatures of the night and, the head weapons instructor. Yeah, either Professor Ullig or Professor Whitewing.
Ulig. And was it White?
Whitewing.
White Wing.
Batman? I guess I'll go to Ulig first.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll follow along.
So you make your way towards sort of like up to the top of the hill to the main larger building. I then transition to my inside playlist.
And as I'm going through, I'm giving out little fun facts about like
Nice.
the buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like this building was built by like this guy, and it went over the course of 25 years. And when he couldn't finish it, his children did.
Wow. That's cool.
I'm trying to care, but education doesn't really interest me.
Tell me more, mentor. Tell me more.
You do make your way upstairs past other sort of
Students,
lecture
faculty?
hall
Oh, okay.
thingies, like places for learning, places for study, some like smaller libraries and things, and then up to like the top of this tower where you enter into this sort of circular office. Bookshelves line the entirety of this.
Wow.
With a few long, tall ladders that are on like
Yeah, on the
circular
rails.
things for moving around. And there's like a number of desks with tons of like papers and scrolls on top of it. And you can see a central desk at the far back that is just stacked super high. You can sort of see just like the top of someone's head behind it. Sort of like within the hair, these sort of like golden rings or like orbs.
Cool. Like a headpiece?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yo, what up? We're here!
Hop off my tricycle.
Yeah. Their head sort of pokes up a bit before they seem to cast some magic or something, and you watch as papers sort of like flitter and like into their desk or sort of like sort themselves out of the way to make like a little window between these like stacks of papers on either side.
That'd be so good IRL.
And then you see this darker skinned woman, sort of shorter, pulled back hair, with then these sort of like not spheres but like made out of rings that are sort of like in their head. They have these like high golden collars and this like high like shoulder things, not collars.
Shoulder pads?
Shoulder pads that sort of like come out the side. This high red collar, these sort of like red robes that go down. They sort of take off these glasses, put them down to the side. They grab a quill and a little book to start writing notes in for whatever this meeting or interaction is. And they start looking through a scroll. They go, yes, hello. Give me one moment and I'll be with you.
Alrighty.
I don't have an active meeting for this time, but that is okay. That means I am free until the next. Sort of looks up at this like ticking clock.
Cool.
For the next like 37 minutes and 12 seconds. What can I do for you,
Good morning, Professor.
Kit?
Yes.
Yes. Kit the Ash. Yes.
Yes, I'm back from my expedition, and I've brought back Prudence's mentee.
Hello! Hey!
Yes.
Mr. Professor!
And you would be Brothe Dustspeaker.
Ah, how'd you know that? That's sick.
I know lots of things. That is my job. Welcome to the Hawkview Institute of Runes and Relics.
I just want to say thanks. This is a mad-ass place.
It is our pleasure.
Sorry. No, you go.
Prudence has said stuff about you. I was going to say a lot, but often we're more talking business, but she has sung your praises.
Mouth wide open, just like, yeah.
You seem to be quite the excited individual for learning, and you
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
have picked things up relatively quickly.
Thanks.
And Kit, who are our other esteemed guests?
Well, over there, there's Fig.
Hi.
We have teen rock star.
This
Hilda
is Hilda
LeFou.
LeFou.
She's a teenage dirtbag, like one of her songs.
The
Just here for a visit.
Teenage dirt hag.
I like
the
that.
Babbling Babbits.
Yeah, currently
Yes.
closed for business at the moment.
Goes through like some other things. Clicks through. Yes, that's right. There's a investigation going on in Old Town.
You know so much.
How do you know all these things?
I am the head lawkeeper here. It is my job to know everything. But even I know that is impossible.
Yes, you don't know me.
I do not know.
Truly.
I'm Nimophy.
And now I do know that. It is a pleasure.
I
Professor
am Kit's mentee.
Mentee? Very fun.
It is.
So yeah, just wondering, has Prudence returned at all?
No.
Okay, that's concerning.
They have unfortunately not returned. Hence why they were meant to bring you back here for some extra learning and, apart from some field work to get some good old-fashioned studying under your belt.
That's it. So I'll be studying soon. That's the plan. That's the idea. Or we're waiting for Prudence to come back for that to begin.
Well, what we did want to find out is if you knew anything about Prudence's whereabouts. From what we had understood, Prudence had never made it to you, but like I said, my job is to know everything, but I do not know everything.
And you were Professor what? Sorry?
Professor Ulig,
How do you spell that?
and then does a minor allusion to spelling. Yeah. They spell it to you so it's the right way, but for them they're spelling it backwards.
Oh, yeah.
So it's ULIGG.
Well,
Thank you.
I don't know if this is going to help, but I found a really cool sword, and more importantly, I found the shield in like an underground temple, old ruins. But more importantly, this piece of paper has a tree on it, I believe, and an arrow. And I can't remember it. Taine can't remember it. X or an arrow.
Yeah. I was going to draw like a physical one for you. Did I send you a picture of it?
Ages ago, and knowing how our Instagram,
Anyway.
it's ages away.
There might have been an
Chats.
arrow. Either way, I remember there was a tree.
But I remember you telling me though that the drawing of it is Prudence's like it's the style of her writing.
No, there was handwriting.
There was handwriting. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, and obviously it would line up with the book. But yeah, so I passed that over.
Sort of looks at it.
Yeah, so I found that as well.
I guess they'll make a check.
The tree was
plus
pointy.
17.
I did know that. The tree was pointy.
It is pointy tree.
Yeah.
What's the tree look like?
It's a pointy tree. I can't really.
Pointy tree?
Yeah.
Pointy tree.
Mage handed over to you. She sort of like goes past you, but then a magical glowing yellow hand sort of continues out past it because you hold it and like shows it to you. And that wasn't actually very high.
Oh no, that's okay.
But like
Not everyone's good at everything.
she'll have like a crazy thing.
It's a plus 30.
Yeah, like a plus. Whoa.
I dreamed. I had my bad dream last night.
Yeah.
I dreamed about a tree. Is it covered in snow?
That tree is not. From the drawing, it's not covered in snow.
Okay, but it looks like the tree that was covered
It
in
is
snow
pointy.
in my dream. It's pointy.
Oh,
I had a
cool,
dream
okay.
about a pointy tree.
No, it's okay.
She did. She did.
We found that. Well, we found that.
Yeah.
Ages ago.
I didn't realize that I recognized the tree. Is that where I recognized the tree from in my dream, or is that?
Are you asking DM or?
You know everything.
DM.
Yeah.
Is it? Did I recognize the tree from this, or memories, or both, or I don't know?
With the 12 insight, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Okay.
It's hard to tell if that's where it came from.
Yeah. But okay, that's fine. At least I feel like that's a connection, nonetheless.
Nice.
Pointy tree.
Pointy tree.
Well, that was definitely Prudence's
Yeah.
handwriting.
What does it say?
I'll.
Oh, I read it, didn't I?
It goes over.
Yeah.
It says where, and there's a question.
That's right, somewhere.
Where?
Along the drawing of this point.
Where are the pointy trees?
Wow.
There's
I like that.
interesting. Those trees aren't exactly common or native to Tenumbra.
Oh, wow.
That is very peculiar. And interesting. Where did you say this ruin was?
Brothe is going to do his best to explain where it was. Near Lantern's Rest.
Interesting.
In other words, I pull out a map right here.
In a sinkhole.
In a sinkhole?
In a sinkhole.
Yeah.
Yes, I did hear about one opening up recently.
We explored it.
There was a creature
Oh, there was a creature.
guarding it.
Got it, yeah.
It was like a wolf
It was a wolf.
dog person.
And you found that there.
Yes. And the sword. I put the sword down.
And the ring?
Unwrap it. And the ring. And the shield. I would like to keep the shield.
That is
I'm keeping the ring.
And the sword.
that is your purview, obviously.
Yes.
Weapons and armor and shields of the long forgotten past can be helpful for us all in continuing our investigations. Do keep it safe
Will
and
do.
you make use of it for your study. Use it, learn from it, try to understand its history. As for that sword, it looks quite rusted and damaged. Do
Yeah.
be careful with it.
Yeah, I've got it wrapped up. It was on an altar or a pedestal in the temple.
If you can be, also, it was stuck into.
That's it.
Um,
It was stuck into the rock.
That is interesting. I do hope you made notes of that, the way you found it, because that could perhaps give you insight into what its use was and
You see
all
on
about the context.
you see on Brothe's face.
These ruins,
Flashback.
these ruins are our own,
Definitely didn't write anything
History.
down.
and their context is important. The way we find them tells us a lot about where they came from, what happened before they were lost to time.
So do I end up living here? What's the go? Is there like
Well-
rooms for students?
What we were thinking.
Yeah.
I personally would have rathered you stay here to learn and study,
Mm-hmm.
but it has been decided that perhaps you should go looking for Prudence.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
What we advise you do is head down to the library, speak with one of the clerks down there, and they should be able to give you a list of information on
Nice.
recent places that Prudence would have put in for different sites that Prudence may have put in for going and looking around, investigating. We knew that before stopping in for you that Prudence had other places to go.
Okay.
But we don't know what has happened since then, or what order she had visited these places in. And I do not like knowing things, not knowing things.
You seem to be confused.
That does happen. Often the more you learn, the more questions you have.
Well,
I have lots of questions.
That is good. Curiosity is important. It is what drives us to learn. Foster that kid.
my grandma had a cat called Curiosity.
Did it kill it
The cat
itself?
died. Yeah.
I don't know that saying.
It's not a saying.
Oh, okay.
What saying?
I don't know.
My grandma just has a cat
He
called
watches
Curiosity.
Ulrich, writes it down, like a book that's like titled inspirational quotes is the wrong word.
It's like an idiom, is it not?
Yeah.
Or like a, I don't know.
Proverb.
Yeah.
Idioms for teaching.
Yeah, grandma just has a cat called Curiosity. No longer with us, but you know.
Curiosity is a dead cat.
I was like, is that the right way to explain that idiom?
The connection's like almost
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm putting down.
Anyway, curiosity is a good thing. It doesn't kill anything or anyone.
At the end of the day.
Thank you, Professor.
Thanks, Professor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just sort of like is like stares at you, Figara, for a little bit, and just sort of like you watch like the gears turning for a second before making some notes.
What you riding?
I'm not writing anything.
I am simply observing.
Talking about the professor.
Oh, sorry.
What are you writing down?
Notes of
About?
meeting.
I don't know much about people and things, but I do know that sometimes it can be rude to just write things down about people.
Can I see?
I mean, she is like lore keeper, so
But
it
can
is
I
kind of her job
see?
just to like
Like a
see
persuasion
and
check.
put things down.
Professor, is there a place where I can, like, I don't know, train or practice today before we head out?
Bless you.
Train and practice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In the art of.
Oh, sing. Sorry. But,
Oh, no, 20, let's
Weaponry.
go.
So many that's funny today.
It's not very courteous.
is there a place for
word.
that? I
Thank you.
remember Prudence mentioning that. I just...
Yes, there is. We have grounds specifically for training.
Oh, we can go see Professor Whitewing.
Who's that?
The was it head professor on
He's the
Creatures of the Night and fighting.
Nice.
Oh,
He is our head
I like
weapons
that.
instructor.
I don't.
I can inform him.
That
if
would
you're-
be lovely. Thank you.
I'd like to fight.
Nimothy,
sounds
wanna practice?
Do it.
Thigh.
But like as this is happening, her book is going to lift up and goes over towards you, and you can read it. And you see that she was making notes about you, specifically noting your features, your markings, and you see notes as regard to basically your heritage, and you see the name of your hometown.
She's good.
That's creepy.
Whoa.
That's so creepy.
And you also do see notes about all of you, as well as a bunch of the things that you
What does mine say?
mentioned.
What does mine say?
Mine?
Curiosity.
What does mine say?
Take it and start reading aloud.
Yours
From the out there.
It's
yours
Nim.
basically,
Yeah.
yours basically says
Nims.
not learned, has like things like curiosity, tick, being mentored by Kit, and like there's a lot of approval things, but there's also a note of from or like grown up, isolated Tick. Seems to
Got some
have
insight on this
read
character.
your
Yeah.
quite well in terms of you, Hilda.
Teenage dirt hag.
Like the way you want to introduce, all those names have been written down. Does have like the name of just like a random song of yours. But then like the first couple notes of that song, just randomly, like that just popped into
Like
their
they
head
know it.
as you were mentioned.
I love that.
Seems like team spirit.
But yeah. Oh, and then Brothe has a note of everything you said. The sun shield.
Oh yeah.
Of
course.
The rusted sword,
Mm-hmm.
which has like a lot of question marks stuck in stone. There's like so much written about everything that you said, and
Yeah.
like also question marks, like
What-
almost furiously written down.
What's my persona?
Your persona is
It's like a BuzzFeed. What persona are you?
Yeah.
sort of similar things to Nimothy.
Oh yeah.
Interest, attentive,
Intensive.
Thick as rock.
attentive.
Yeah.
There
Dumb
is-
as a brick.
It's like, what kind of...
Thick as a brick.
Yeah.
there is. I'm trying to think of how they would describe it. Just something about your vibe. In terms of like, hey, yeah. Whatever that
Hey,
word would be in like.
Mad lad.
Guy.
Vibey as
Enthusiastic.
hell.
And like, yeah.
He's just that little guy.
Little guy. Little guy.
Yeah. And then there are
We're all
notes
little guys.
about Clayworth. That's
Huh.
in town, right?
How did you get that? That's sick.
They already knew who you are. They technically
Oh,
knew
yeah,
where
true.
you were coming from. But they have like
Taine.
Well,
serious
yeah,
notes.
I had to go somewhere.
Yeah, true. I'm a bit silly, aren't I?
They have
I was
your-
hoping they'd have an
um,
insight on where I was
They have
from.
your mother and father's name.
Nice.
It's like they've got curiosity.
As, but like
yeah.
the cat.
Yeah,
The
and
pet
they
cat.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That makes sense.
Anyway, there's just general notes
That was fun.
about all of you.
That's kind of weird.
Well, thanks so much.
She'll brings back and goes. But yes. So are you heading for training now, or shall you go receive the information?
Let's
on
go
Bruce?
duck into library,
Yeah.
and then I can read the list while we're on our way over to
Oh,
Professor.
yeah, that's a great
White
idea,
Wing.
Kit. That's
Understood.
good.
After my next meeting, or if I get a chance midway through, I shall send a message to Professor Whiteley.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
Library.
Thank you.
See you soon.
And off
Good
we go.
learning.
Yes.
Yeah, it's curiosity. Like, she was a black cat. She was very lovely. Yeah.
Oh no. How
She
did
le-
she die?
The consumption.
Died in a box.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Are you sure they're dead?
I'm not. Yeah.
Open the box. Are they
Yeah.
still in the box?
It was an unfortunate event, but
What's in the box?
she was an old cat,
in
so
a
she also lived a long
Is it-
life.
Was it a box called Schrodinger?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
That's your grandmother's name, right?
Middle name.
Middle name.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway,
We go.
To library!
to the library. So you guys make your way downstairs to like the sort of like center area of this building. It's just an enormous library
Yeah.
full of tomes and scrolls, books, tons of people learning.
Fireball.
Fireball. You see people walking around studying in all various manner of robes. It seems that the colours of this place are very much like sort of reds and oranges.
Browns, reds, whites.
And so there are lots of people wearing that. There are some in like sort of duller, sort of like less colourful clothes who you assume to be more like lower level students. Yeah.
Are there any picture books around?
Yeah, there sure are.
Yeah, I don't know how to read.
Yeah, there sure are.
I weirdly do.
You can. Are you going to go looking for picture books? Obviously, you want them in the right direction. Or are you going to ask someone what your books are?
I'll just go look for them.
Oh, the picture history is over. Okay, bye.
So the two of you are going to go look for.
No, I think I'm gonna stick near Kit.
Well, we'll collect you on our way out.
I'll be with Kit.
Okay. I'm gonna go ask someone where there are books on beasts.
Nice.
You walk up to this half-elf man dressed in sort of the like orange and white robe. They have this almost like sort of like small afro haircut. And they're currently like walking around with like a book, writing it, and they look at you and go, books on beasts.
Yes.
If you go up the stairs over there,
Yes.
and go up the stairs again,
Yes.
up the stairs one more
Oh
time,
my goodness.
and then you head down to row E-2,
E-2.
and you go down to the ends there.
Yes.
They should be in the next one over.
Wild. That was.
What? Okay, so I got stairs, then stairs, then stairs, then go to row E-2,
At
And
the
then
end.
next row over.
which is E-3.
It's actually F-7.
So I'm going to F-7.
It makes sense.
Okay.
I can tell you not.
F-7.
But it's not labeled F-7. Like, that's...
It is actually labeled E-3, but it's actually F-7.
Oh my gosh. E-3. Okay.
It's like a subsection.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Okay. Fig leans a little bit closer to the elf so that Kit can't necessarily hear and says, any books on black dragons?
Give me a Celtic to avoid the passive perception of these three.
I don't have very high.
Oh, who's the highest passive perception?
14.
What am I doing?
Okay.
Stealth.
So you've
Not
got,
me.
You've got to beat a 14.
Yeah, I've got an
basically.
11.
Stealth.
Stealth.
For
With what?
For whispering.
For
Whispering.
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 14 plus 2.
Nice.
16.
So you do see that she leans in and says something and goes,
Wait, what did I have to be? A 14 and a what?
a 14.
Just
Oh no, just 14.
Oh, okay.
Sneaky.
No,
yeah.
it beats it.
No, it does.
Just saying.
But like, they still see you go in and like,
Oh, true that.
and he, the guy goes, well, that would actually be in a different section.
Oh.
Would you prefer if I just show you that?
No, you can just tell me. I'll find it.
It's back in the other way.
Yeah.
You go down 3
So-
levels.
If you go from there, you go around the other side,
Uh-huh.
and then you go up the stairs
Oh my
right
God,
there,
again?
and then it
Oh,
gives you
building.
convoluted directions. Because why not? Gives you convoluted directions.
Yeah.
Like you know
If
every.
you see the tree, you've gone too far.
Yeah.
Like you know every staff member has their certain ways to get places,
Yeah.
and they're all
Oh,
convoluted
yeah.
themselves. So I feel like every staff member
He
gives
does
you a
give you
different thing.
Okay.
Give me an investigation check.
No.
20. Dead 20.
Freak!
30, 20.
Nice.
Alright. So do you immediately go off those directions?
Nope.
You're staying with the group?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
I say, okay. Thank you for
You are
telling
able
me.
to pick up the... Because he didn't whisper the directions to you.
True.
He just sort of said it.
What are you...
Um,
I should have asked him to. Dang, good to know.
You are able to go... That's like near the dragon section.
No, it isn't.
Dragons.
Did someone say dragons?
What are we talking about?
So just like,
This Dungeons and Dragons?
you go, yeah, that's that way.
Oh,
I'm in Dribbles. Sorry, I'm looking for Dribbles.
I don't believe you.
Well, that's a you problem.
Anyway.
Kid just
you
notices,
guys
like,
can go find, there's sort of like a center desk.
Yeah, cool. We'll go to center desk. Hey, what up?
There you see, they see this,
Like a
younger human woman, sort of, short, straight, blonde hair, with sort of like a fringe. Sort
Oh,
of
yeah.
Like a, don't know what the cut is.
A bob.
A bob,
cut.
yeah, with
Basically a bob
fringe.
cut.
Yeah.
These
French
like
bob.
round,
A frog.
glasses on.
It's giving Fleabag.
Yeah.
It's
It's French.
like a pencil.
dressed in sort of like white and like a gold sort of like cloak that most of like the desk cloaks.
Yeah, nice.
And it's currently in the middle of like reading a book. When you guys walk up,
Hello!
and then you see this voice. Hello there.
Hi.
What can I help you with today?
Well, we got something that we need, and points to Kit. Kit's probably gonna tell you
What's her name?
what's to be done.
Cleante.
Hey, Cleante.
Dante.
I'm back.
Hello, Kit. It is a pleasure to see you as always.
Pleasure to see you too.
How are you living today?
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
My tricycle's working again.
I am very glad to hear.
Professor Ulig sent us down here to get Prudence's travel plans.
Yes, of course. I can go pull those out for you. Is that all you're after while I'm out?
I turned to everyone else.
Ooh, I'm thinking real.
I'm not here.
Oh, true.
Do you know about pointy trees?
That's not my area of expertise, but I mean, I could perhaps go and get you a book on trees.
I got a better
Is
one.
there a
Can you get
picture book on trees?
Dreams.
I can. Any particular book?
You know, like what the meaning of dreams and what they mean in the world, kind of vibe.
Sure, I can do that for you.
There's a section somewhere, surely.
That's a good idea.
That's all I need.
That's all you need?
Can I have a bestiary? No, I don't want that. Can I get?
Fig, you wanted something, right?
No.
So you don't have to go off and. Oh,
No.
but the man, he said that you had to go up the stairs.
Oh yeah, I was asking where the bathrooms are. I really have to pee.
Those are nowhere near the bathrooms.
Oh, well, he gave me the wrong directions, so I better go ask him again. Excuse me, everyone.
Okay.
And I go off to find the man.
No, I don't have anything. I don't want anything. I'm good.
Very well. So, no to book on trees, just book on dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I don't need that.
and I will get you, Prudence's travel plans. I will be but a moment. So I'm gonna get out
Thanks,
from the desk
Cleante.
and go.
Brothe starts to get like real impatient real quick.
She just left.
Yeah, I know.
She
Like you can still see her walking off.
Yeah, I'm like, hurry up, hurry up. It's okay. I'll wait. I'm just really excited to like, I don't know, try out some cool stuff. Get a train here, how cool.
You gotta learn where everything is in these libraries. Really, that's how big it is. It
You have
classifies
about,
as
15
more
to
than
20
one.
minutes to wait.
Can I get rope out? and I rope,
Yeah.
Get a rope out!
and I'm gonna say hold this,
Yeah, okay.
and then I'm gonna get you to hold the other end, and then I'm gonna make you swing it around, and then I'm gonna jump in and start jumping rope,
And I'm just holding it.
And it's like,
I'm having to jump as
and then
well
I
just to get
trip.
it.
Oh gosh! Ah!
You got like
Oh,
7.
it's okay.
You got this.
everyone's all like,
Try and get 10. Try and get 10.
Okay.
I hear a
Go,
thump.
ready? 3.
Of the top.
And then you like start it and you do that thing where you're like, you know, when you're on the outside of it, you're about to jump in. And then I jump
And
in.
now.
2, 3, 4, 5. Ow!
You got 5, that was less. It's okay, you got this.
That was really mean. You just said it was less.
It was less.
Okay.
Just
Just gotta
Should
find
we
a
do
rhythm.
it again?
Yeah,
Just
10.
find a
Let's-
rhythm.
you got
Okay. Okay, go.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's it.
9.
That's right.
10, 11. I did it!
You got 11!
you see this older halfling like who's currently in the middle of a book look over and go, shh.
Sorry. Oh, it's a library. You're supposed to be quiet here.
Okay. Do you want to have a go, Brothe?
They take it outside.
No, I'm okay.
Figara. Yes. You're going to go. Are you actually looking for the guy?
Yeah.
Cool. Give me a deception check.
Okay.
We're just gonna like start looking at any signs that are here to like help guide people.
Oh gosh.
And he's
8.
gonna look
You've
for
lost sight of him.
Dang.
he's gonna look for a sign that says like weapon training or like the training
Give me a
grounds.
deception check.
Swords and stuff.
Swords and stuff. I got 5. I'm just really looking like, where would I go? Where would I?
What are you looking for, bro?
Oh, like when we're done, we go to like the weapon training and all that. The
Oh,
training
you wanna go
grounds.
there right now?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah,
Well,
brilliant.
yeah. 15, 20 minutes to kill, so
Oh, good.
good jump roping. Hands back.
Good. I wasn't sure if we had to wait for the book to come back or we come back later.
Oh wait, we should get Hilda, hey.
Hilda!
I'm currently downstairs. I'm looking at here we are, zoo animals.
And it pops out.
Random page. I was like, gotta find the right one. Okay, I open up to a page on tigers, and so
Cool.
pop it down on the table. I bring out my flute, and I start like playing like as softly as I can, and I'm trying to like do some like smoke effects. It's like trying to like form the shape of a tiger.
Give me a performance check.
Oh.
So cool.
Hey.
Where is my stuff?
No, that.
Performance, you said?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. It's pretty good. You're playing soft enough and playing softly, sort of like having to hold it back a little. It sort of gets the general shape, but like you aren't able to get specifics. You aren't able to get the smoke to sort of form in a way to like get the stripes to be defined at all. And the tail's like a little bit too stubby. But you do get this sort of general bipedal shape. It could be it might look a bit more like a cat or like just a normal cat or like a lion. But you do get it looks akin to what you're trying to do.
And then you hear Hilda!
What? The smoke's oh, darn. I close the book. I'm gonna keep it for more practice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Amazing.
Let's go outside. Do it.
Figara.
Yes.
So you can't find the guy.
Okay.
You hear Brothe pull out. Hilda!
I look back and can I see them like starting to move off?
Yeah, we're starting to move off.
Okay, cool. Can I see if there's a sign for the toilets anywhere?
I mean, I guess that would be...
Sorry.
I can see?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I turn around and see them moving off and I go, Okay, bye-bye. And then I turn back, see the sign for the toilets, and go, yes. There we go. And then walk over to the toilets, and then just kind of hide until they go.
Like, are you going into the toilets just out of sight completely, or are you like staying nearby to hide?
That. Like,
That's
I'm.
fair.
Okay.
Like, if you're going completely out of sight, then
Like, I'm trying, I'm
yeah.
making it look like I've gone into the toilets, but
Yeah.
I'm still looking to check they've gone.
yeah.
Crap. 5.
Plus,
No, it's just 5.
I think everyone. Like, you're waiting for.
I do,
You're waiting
yeah.
for Figara. Like, you're looking around, and you can see her just like behind a bookshelf.
What do you think
In the
they're
direction
doing?
of the toilet. But, like,
What do you think they're doing?
I don't know.
No.
I'm gonna let them be. That
I have a sneaking suspicion, but you know.
Shut the fuck up. You don't know anything.
Hello.
Timothy, stop dropping
Whoa,
the
24.
This suspicion?
I don't know. Like, she said she wanted to go to the toilets. They're right there, but she was given directions for. Don't worry about it.
No, that's okay. I just Brothe just and like and off we go.
I just see it away and I go.
I like put my thumb up, just like in a. Yeah, that's right. That's the toilet.
It's like Kilroy just.
Bye. And we're off to the training grounds.
Amazing. So you make your way to the training grounds, and it's sort of like at the back of the big building of the institute.
So we'd see over like the cliff and the river and the rest of the
On
city.
the other side of the river. Oh, it's like a small road with like buildings like to your left. There's like a cliff, like another cliff face on the
Yeah,
other
right.
side that leads up to a higher thing. Just like sort of 2 layers to the other bank of the river.
Yeah, wow.
And then over to your right, you can see atop a hill.
Is that the
Still taller, like the tower is still not taller than the Hawkview Institute.
Oh,
but you're,
wow.
like still kind of on the same like level as it.
mm-hmm.
You can see
The Temple of Two Suns?
Temple of Two Suns.
Yeah,
I would say
cool.
tower. The Temple of Two Suns. You can sort of see the sun reflecting off the two tops of the towers. Pretty clear. In this sort of like open courtyard,
Wow.
you can see various other like little sheds and like quartered off areas. You can see there are a couple of people like jousting.
No way.
So like training on horseback.
No way.
You can see there's a group of people currently sort of like all like following a teacher doing some like magic training, doing like very basic like thing, attempting to like weave spells. It's sort of like this almost like fluid martial sort of motion.
It's giving Doctor Strange at the
Yes,
they're all
yes it is. And you can see there are various other people sparring with weapons of sorts.
cool. Yeah, bro, it's like I want to jump in.
Oh, welcome to the battlegrounds.
This is cool.
Yeah.
You can just do this whenever. Are you gonna book out a room,
Their classes or.
or there'll be
I-
classes as well?
I mean, yeah, you do kind of have to book them. But like, if it's like every little like corded off area has like a little thing with like bits of
booking
paper,
sheet?
a booking sheet on it. But like you
Yeah.
can find one that's like
It's fine.
free.
There's probably
That's
one
fine.
that has like sometimes not all the students turn up, and then there's just like free spots. So
Let's do that. Let's find one of those.
Yeah.
LeFou, do you wanna fight?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, do you wanna meet Professor Whitewing?
Good idea. Let's do that first. I'm so sorry. Yes.
You look around and you can't
So like overseeing the place. Ooh.
see them right now.
Well, never mind. I can't see him.
All right. Well, let's jump in.
Yeah. Are we gonna do like no weapons? Just like
And
barefisted? Yeah, let's just
So
do.
are you going to like do your own little sparring thing?
Yeah,
Are
I
you going
think
to
we can do
join a
weapons.
class?
You want to do
We
weapons?
can do weapons and like not actually hit each other.
There are
like are they trained?
there are training weapons. There are also
Yeah.
places that do like training with like proper weapons.
Live
That's like more
weapons.
advanced once you know how to use stuff.
Okay.
And like they do have like protective armor and stuff on to avoid anything super dangerous, but there are also training weapons.
Let's do training weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Well, are you gonna stick with battle axe?
Yeah. No. If we are learning,
Yeah.
I will attempt. I learn new weapon.
You wanna do a sword? I can teach you basics. Yeah, cool. I grab one of the training longswords, pass it over to Nimothy.
It is so with your strength, it's easy to lift.
Yeah.
But it is very tall.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
like
closer in size relative to you for a greatsword,
yeah,
but it's not a greatsword.
yeah.
Brothe, he takes off his backpack, places it off to the side, and on his backpack he unclips his the kettle hat, his metal,
Yeah.
puts it on, very like a protection armor for his head.
Footy cap.
Yeah,
You need
pretty much like
armor.
a footy cap, by the way. Comes down that kettle shape, like a tin roof, almost. Yeah, puts it on. He looks like a bit of a dork, but protection.
You preppy jock.
All right,
Amazing.
he gets into a stance.
I can get some battle music for you guys.
Amazing.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative. Let's go.
I get my gong out.
I rolled a nat one, but I do have a +2, so
Let's go with
3.
this music. Sure. I don't know how intense this is gonna be.
It needs to start with a gong.
Yeah.
Do I have a gong sound? It'll come in a moment.
Which we have nothing for.
I don't have a gong.
That's okay. I can make a gong sound.
Yeah.
Everything but a gong.
Hey!
I like it. Anyway, I guess the music we're going with. Initiative.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
I got a 3.
Alright, so you stand there and you are the first one who gets a chance to make a move. You could always
Yeah,
he
gets into this stance, and what you see is as he moves the sword up across his body to protect him in a stance, you see a sigil glow right in front of him, and I cast Blade Ward, and I'm ready for you to attack first.
That was your action.
That was my action.
That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna like watch him and do what he does, and then I'm gonna roar.
Nice.
And you're gonna become scared.
Probably.
Maybe, most likely.
DC 12.
Yes.
DC.
Was it 12?
Pissed.
I can't remember. You might have already put it in
should be on your
my.
left
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, the creatures make a DC 12 wisdom save.
Oh, I did roll high. 19, -1, 18.
Ooh. You stand your ground.
I stand my ground. I'm like,
Okay.
I've seen this trick before.
And that's my action, isn't it? A bonus action. Okay,
bonus
great.
action.
Great, you can still come
Great.
and get me.
But that's a shame if we ever have to get into a fight again because
You
if we're actually going into battle, I have ruined that.
Guys, nothing goes wrong in here. You know this.
I'm just going to copy what you did and then smack you
Nice.
with it.
Smack
Roll, make an attack roll.
Get smacked.
I'm not using a shield, so I'm at 16 armor class.
3 on the die.
Plus. I won't be plus 13.
As I say, it will be plus
Yeah.
6 if that's what my regular hit.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just use your regular hit.
Yeah.
So you
9.
go in for the strike. The sword obviously has a much different like center of weight.
Yeah.
It's like you're used to specifically having to hit the end.
Yeah.
You go for the strike and you there in your guard stance.
Yeah, block it.
Block
And,
completely.
and then I'm gonna go in for a jab.
Roll to hit.
That one!
We're doing a bad job.
That one.
Fascinating battle.
Can I duck?
Yeah, you go to stab and just you duck right down. Your turn. And unless there's anything else.
No.
Hit him in the ankles.
Yep.
Can I go into a rage?
Do it!
Go for it.
That is when I'm been like.
Angry.
Also, is it like a... We didn't establish the rules. Is it a first to 3 hits?
First to 3 hits.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. And I'm not doing, like, I'm mostly just like, okay, this is a 2.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
What's this?
I go into a rage, and I disappear in front of your eyes, and I'm going to.
Where do you go?
I'm going to to you.
No, yeah.
You can't see me,
Wow.
but I appear 15 feet behind Brothe,
Okay.
and then I run towards you and smack you.
Roll with advantage. I'm not gonna. I don't know.
I won't allow this all the time, but yes.
Okay, yeah, in an actual like in an important thing.
I think both with soft guard.
That's a 1.
With advantage.
Because he's
Yeah,
never
yeah,
seen
yeah.
you do this before.
18 on the die.
That
Oh,
hits.
thank God.
Amazing.
First hit.
You run up and you do feel this stab in the back.
Oh.
Again, it doesn't.
What? That's so
Qu'est-ce
good.
que c'est?
Your turn.
I'm going to kind of lower my stance and spin around and try and like trip your legs.
Sick.
6 plus 5 being.
I feel 15 is
15?
my armor class.
Alright, what I get? 6 plus 5?
6 is 11.
11, nah. Yeah, I go
you swing around.
11.
I feel like you jump over it.
Yeah.
Nice.
All of a sudden, Nimothy is dexterous or something. I don't know. Which she is not. Okay, cool. I think. Oh,
Maybe
she's not
just,
too
like-
bad. She's 14.
Or maybe
dexterous.
It's your
jump
turn.
even lower.
Yeah.
Flat.
Okay.
Legs.
Well, I can do it again. I can use it as a bonus action to disappear.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna do it again and
You just watch
disappear.
as you blink and they're gone.
And I'm gone again, and then I appear. Does it have to be 15 feet away, or can it just be up to 15?
Up to 15 feet.
Sick.
So you could literally just appear on the other side.
Yeah. I'm
It can
gonna.
it also doesn't have to be on the ground.
No, cool. I want to appear. Literally, like in your. Well, I'm too short. Can I appear on his shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna appear on because I'm quite sure. Oh, we're not that much
You could
different.
also, but you could
6.
appear
In the air. Okay, I'm gonna
then swing
appear
and
in
land.
the air and be like, "This is fun," and then swing at you
Yeah, cool.
Midair.
midair.
It
Yeah.
won't be advantage. I think I've
Yeah.
kind of clocked on.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Oh, 2 on the die. Oh my god.
He ducks.
So 8.
Yeah. Appears, and I like move
This
around.
is sick. This
Yeah,
is
my
so
head
So
crazy.
you like continue your little
Yeah, flush. And now I'm going to use that momentum to get a strike.
Go for it.
as you're falling.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
8
So
plus
epic.
5?
No, that's 12.
13.
13, no.
No.
This is funny.
This
is
so
hilarious.
ridiculous.
It's like actual combat.
This is a spa.
Excuse me.
Ting, ting.
And it's
Y'all
like
are
this time I
really
think he's
trying.
like too low as they're falling.
Yeah.
Just-
Okay, cool. Also, I'm like, this is so funny because I'm just going to keep disappearing and appearing.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
like from all your perspective, Nimothy just keeps
Yeah.
like Nightcrawler.
Love
Yes.
Nightcrawler.
Okay, I'm going to disappear again,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to appear hugging you underneath,
Yep.
and then I'm going to give you a swipe and give you a...
Oh.
So it's like playful, but it's also like
Yeah. It's like, look at this.
a 19 on the die.
That will hit. That's a hit.
That's second
Second
hit.
hit.
Crack.
Ah,
Like when
get
hit
me
by like a
again.
razor scooter.
I'm going to kick you off,
Yep.
and then I'm going to go in for another jab.
Go for it.
Nah. I rolled low.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, another miss.
Cool. So you've just kicked me.
Kicked you
I'll
off.
be like,
I'm going to go in for a jab.
and then I disappear again.
Yeah. Damn it.
And then I'm just going to appear like right back in front of you
Yeah.
and slap you across the face.
Go for it.
Can that count as my hit?
Yeah.
13 plus 6, 19.
Yeah.
Or does a hit different than a sword? Like is
Oh,
it
that would just use your strength. So be plus whatever your strength is.
plus 4?
Yeah.
So 17.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, cool.
You got me.
Smack.
Now, I'll leave that up to you whether for Brothe that counts as like the third strike.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, like get slapped.
Me and Hilda's getting hyped.
He drops the trading sword and he does like a time out.
Like tap out.
That was good. You can teleport.
This was fun. Sometimes.
Santa, that was
How?
great.
I have some abilities that are out of my control.
Oh.
I mean, it worked.
Yeah. When I'm really, really angry.
That was great. Like, you can teleport.
yeah.
Like I didn't know that was gonna happen.
No, neither did I. When I get really angry, things just kind of happen sometimes. But that one worked for me. That was nice. That was a good time.
That really worked for
Yeah.
you. Good.
Like those shadows that smacked me in the face yesterday.
What smacked you in the face yesterday?
You went really angry and then some shadows like smacked me in the face.
That's right. Yeah, I told you when I get angry that those things happen, and I don't know what's gonna happen. It just happens.
Noted.
It's at that point
Interesting.
a shadow
Oh my god.
appears over you. This dark winged shadow flies over your head silently.
Yeah.
Like you don't hear anything. You just see the shadow. And landing next to you guys in the ground, you see this owlin. Dressed in these like brown and gold robes, this cane in his like clawed hands, wings wrapped around him almost like a cape, with his the feathers on his head sort of like coming down and out side thing.
Like a middle part.
Yeah, like a middle part. These brown markings
What is that?
around his eyes and his little like half glasses. On the end of his nose, there's like a bunch of books as well around. And yeah, you would know this as Professor Whitewing.
Professor Whitewing.
As he lands, and then sort of proceeds to go. So there's Cain, so. Good job! Good job! I was watching you from above.
Oh.
Good job. What a good little sparring. Professor Oldwig, informed me he would be, swinging on by for, some little training. As it
Yes.
were. You must be, Brothe.
No.
No,
That's Brothe.
you must be Brothe.
Yes. Hi, Professor.
Yes, hi. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kit. Yes. So it seems you have already gotten started.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't wait.
No, of course, it shows your passion and your interest.
My curiosity.
Curiosity. I recently heard a very insightful idiom. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, but it is a very good thing to be aware of, especially in our profession. Yes, it came from Professor Oldwig just earlier. It was something about the cat who is curious
Dies.
may be in danger.
I'm good.
Because curiosity, while it strives us to learn and to discover, we must not be too curious, for if we act with too much haste, our opponents may be able to get in a blow.
Or you
Do not
walk into
forget
some
about your
traps.
guard stances.
You'd know all about that, wouldn't you, Brothe?
No, yeah. No, truly. Yeah. Teleportation's so good.
Yes, I was having trouble to keeping track of you.
Yes, he was teaching me
The basics.
the long sword.
The basics.
I am
Long sword.
a warhammer wielder myself.
A warhammer.
That's what I had, wasn't it?
Battle axe.
Battle axe, sorry. A battle axe.
Alas.
Something with like that. Yeah, so I wanted to try something new.
Yeah.
and I have some wild magic that helps me try. I
good name for it.
don't know. I know it's some magic that is wild.
magic.
Yes. And it unfortunately I cannot control it, and it occurs. But that way, and it worked in my
You
favor.
could learn to control it.
I can learn to control it.
It's magic.
Well,
Don't look at me.
one would hope, for if you could learn to control it, oh, that would be a mighty handy asset. Though, one who can think on their 2 wings, 2 feet, in your case.
You also have feet.
I do have feet as well, but I also have wings.
I've got magic.
You do.
Yeah.
Do have magic. Magic is an asset to us all. We like to, at this institute, harness it. The utilization of weapons is useful. Everyone can do that. But I also believe everyone can harness magic. In some ways, it does take more work.
Could I show you something? Is that alright?
Of course.
Brings out the old rusted sword and shows it to you to see if this Professor Whitewing has, can tell, even though in its rusted state, can see maybe how old it is or what kind of culture or civilization has used it.
So he sort of adjusts his glasses and sort of inspects it, sort of sniffs it, gives it a lick.
We do that here.
I see where you get that from.
It's a method. I told you.
So gross.
Weird bird
And I
pong.
obviously then explain a bit more of the context of where we found it.
And it is very probably a warrior's blade.
Okay.
By the sounds of it, the ruin has been exposed to the elements that could explain the rust.
Is there anything?
I don't know quite how old it is. I would have to see the ruin itself. Perhaps I should plan an expedition out that way to determine its age. See the culture in relation to their worship of Solus and Ilios. But yes, I think that blade, I was about to say befitting you, but I would not use that blade.
Okay.
It is, I feel like if you swung that blade, it would probably snap.
Noted. Thank you. Thank you.
No worries. My pleasure. Well, is there anything in particular that I could be of assistance
Is there
for
anything
your
you
training?
could, I don't know, you could teach us something?
I really like this idea of being able to control my power. How can I do that?
Well, what causes it to manifest?
My anger
Anger.
or rage.
Rage. So when you are overcome by emotion and these magical effects that manifest,
Yes.
you might be a sorcerer, my dear.
No, that doesn't sound right.
A saucer is a plate.
Is it? Never heard of it.
That is also true. Language is not my forte. Well,
What's a sorcerer?
it's someone whose magic is innate. It can come from many different forms. Some are born with it from an ancestry or heritage. Everyone can wield magic through study, through and sort of does some very specific gestures. And you see these these lines of magic forming a little sigil in the air.
That's cool.
He goes, everyone can learn. Some are more naturally skilled than others, but everyone can learn, study, and practice. But some are born with their own innate abilities.
So I'm a sorcerer.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't study.
Then perhaps you are a sorcerer indeed. There are other ways people can learn magic, either through their devotion to the gods, their devotion to nature.
I think I was born with it. I do not remember a time, but without these things occurring, without this magic.
I could perhaps help you, give you a first introductory lesson that would take up most of my time, I'm sorry, Brothe. If I am to focus on this.
I'm sorry, I do not mean to take over. If there is other more important things that you would like to do.
I think I just wanted to know more, see if I could improve on my martial skills. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could probably do either or. In the time I have today, I have some classes to teach later.
I can teach you to be a little lighter on your feet.
Okay, cool. Then if you
Is that
can-
okay?
Yeah.
I'm also
I'm a student
a good
here.
fighter.
I can go whatever.
I can teach you, as it seems, and maybe slightly better.
Yeah, look, if you can teach me teleportation, that'd be cool.
Yeah, me too.
Well, if he can teach me how to control it,
Then
maybe
you
then
can
I can
teach
teach you
us.
how to do it.
Wonderful. Well, let us begin, shall we? And then he will begin a lesson and teaching. Here is where we will cut back to Figara and whatever you're doing, but we will do that after the break because it is about that time. And if we don't break now, we may never break.
Yes.
We will see you soon.
Woo! Bye-bye!
G'day, and welcome to this introductory series where we invite you to the region of Tenumbra.
This D&D 5e campaign is set in our very own homebrew creation. We have taken many aspects of fantasy of our own liking and kind of like mashed them all together. Hi, my name is Taine. I'm the creative producer here at Roll for Roll, and I'll be one of your guides to this fantasy world. With me, we also have Josh.
Hi.
He'll be your guide to all things spooky and lore about creatures. We also have Jordan, our current dungeon master. He will take you through the foundation of this world. Well, more specifically, this region. He'll take you through the class structure, natural landmarks, and even the history of the place itself.
This series aims to thwart the chances of you feeling completely lost when jumping in and exploring our brand new campaign setting. So it's our job to guide you into the region of Tenumbra so that you can best understand our fantasy setting.
For our next video in this series, I will be taking you through this region's rich history, breaking down the events of this ancient yet humble land.
So please stay tuned, watch these videos. They'll give you that little extra insight into this world so that when episode 1 releases, you'll have a better understanding.
And
All right.
don't forget to follow our socials to stay up to date with all of our releases.
See you then. Bye.
that. Welcome back. Hello. But yes, where were we? So while Novi is training with Professor Whitewing, we travel back into the library.
Hello, boy.
What are you doing, Figara?
Fig has seen them leave, and she actually went to the toilet. She was like, well, it was a ruse, but now I actually need a pee, so I'm going to go to the toilet. And then she comes back out. She follows those complicated instructions, going up all the stairs, going to E2, which is actually F7, but it's technically E3. And then going around the other side with the steps and following the other complicated directions. Looking for the section on dragons.
What I want from you is an investigation check to basically culminate your research and like trying to find the right book and then flicking through and trying to find out what you can find.
13.
13.
It's not great.
It takes a while. If you've been in a library, this is way bigger than any library you've been in.
I have.
And probably way drier, which is kind of important for a library.
Drier. Because the other libraries are really wet. In the swamp.
I mean,
Yeah.
As opposed to.
my library is a couple of little shelves. That's it.
Yeah, no, there are
the
so
town
many
library.
more books here, and it's trying to, like, you know, in this section there are just stories on dragons, poems on dragons, all different types of dragons and things that are
The
dragon
art history of
related.
dragons.
Wyverns,
Oh, that's cool.
you know, there's stuff that talks about societies that worship dragons in far off lands. But you do eventually find something that is basically like something just about dragons in general. It like is a basically beginner's guide to dragons. And you flick through and it basically has one page for each of the different types of like the core dragons.
Yeah.
What you would learn if you didn't already know is that dragons come in particularly two flavors or varieties. You have what are called the chromatic dragons and the metallic dragons, referring to the color and texture of their scales. The metallic reflecting various precious metals such as gold or silver or bronze, whereas the chromatic dragons reflect sort of like primary and like core colors, you know, red, green, blue, white, black. There's the one you're looking for. And on this page, you know, you find a rough sketch of a dragon, of a black dragon. It's two almost like bull-like horns sticking out the side of its head. It's like shrink-wrapped face, tethered wings. The artist's interpretation of these dragons definitely is one of not liking them. There's some amount of making them specifically to vilify them.
Yeah.
It looks scary intentionally.
Yeah.
Taking a brief read through, you see that every different type of dragon has an affinity with a particular element or energy. In this case, black dragons have an affinity with acid. Their breath is actively corrosive. In turn, acid barely affects them.
Sid. acid in the water.
Acidic bile.
People drinking, getting acid.
You also know that black dragons can.
That's why I was looking over at you guys.
You learned that black dragons can
Thank you, Taine. I'm glad you caught on.
Taine
swim and have some
They can swim.
yeah.
Oh, motherfucker.
They make their home in sort of particularly like swamps and marshes or places with bodies of still sitting water. Bogs and any place of decay, effectively. You know that they're quite. The description in the book says that they're evil-tempered and vile. They tend to collect the wreckage of and treasures of fallen peoples.
Wow.
What you get in general is that they have a lot to do, or there's a specific line which calls them an omen of death. They like to.
Wow.
Again, their breath is corrosive. They have this affinity for the destruction and decay of things. And you do read that they have been known to, as opposed to actively killing people and places and completely destroying a place within their a region, they much prefer to make servants of these people, to have them work for them.
Jesus.
Terrible.
I think these are some bad guys.
Like sentient dragons? Is that the right word? Or
Yeah.
intelligent dragons?
Yeah, intelligent, that's for damn sure.
What else?
I hope the
I guess with
dungeons
13,
aren't
that's
that bad.
probably it.
So is the information about the black dragon, is it scattered on pages throughout the book, or is it
No,
on
each
one
page is
specific?
dedicated. It's a pretty small book.
So it's one page.
It's one page.
Can I rip the page out?
You can. Dun dun dun.
Do I need to do
Wait,
a stealth sleight of hand?
You could just get it. You could just get it
It's just
scribed.
the
You could just get it scribed.
ripples through
I
the
just
entire
cough.
library.
And everyone looks at you.
You could just get it scribed. What's happening?
Nah.
Rip it out of the book.
It was a first edition hardcover.
Give me
Not
a
anymore.
stealth check.
Guilt check.
Guilt check. Shame
Would
check.
it be, can I? Okay, actually, yeah.
What? No. Go on.
I was
Sleight of
gonna say
hand?
it doesn't matter because if it was sleight of hand, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
No, either way. 14, 15, 16.
Okay.
No one who might be looking at books nearby is it.
How'd you cover it up? Did you sneeze or did you pretend to fart?
Or did fart.
What was the approach? Or cold?
Fig looks around, sees a stack of books on the floor, and as she rips it out, she stumbles over the books, and the sound of the books falling covers up the audio listeners.
Oh, that was a good sound.
I hope that's
And she rolls it up and puts it
Yeah.
in the pouch that is she's gonna put it in the pouch that's on her back and put her hair over it.
As you do that,
Yeah, I was like, where's our sentry robots?
this younger dwarven man sort of comes around the corner and goes, "Are you okay, miss?
Yes, I'm fine. I was just
Here, let me help you." And starts
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think these books go over there.
No, don't worry. I'll take care of it. I can see you're not wearing the robe, so
No, I
It's-
was just looking.
yeah, it's not your job to
Yeah.
put back the books. Please
Oh,
leave it
thank
to
you.
us. Otherwise, it'll all get mixed around and we won't know where anything is.
Yeah, I think this book's, I think this book's from over there, and that person had it, and then that person had that book over there, and it's just all these books are from all these different people. I was just,
Don't worry.
I've only just come across. I've only just come across these. Lots of people had different books.
Yes, of course, it's totally fine. It sort of
Yeah.
happens. People do their studying. They're going to leave the books there.
Where are the bathrooms?
Well, the back that.
Oh, well, I really need to go pee, so excuse me.
No worries. Let me stop
Excuse
you.
me. Yes.
Nailed it.
Yes.
All right.
And black
Where are you actually
dragons were
going?
forgotten
The
forever.
bathroom again.
really needs to
I gotta
be.
pee again.
Amazing. You go.
I go to the bathroom.
You go. And after that.
I come out of the bathroom and
What?
did I hear them the gang before? Did I hear them mention or see them go to the training ground? Like, did I hear them say they were going to the training
We
ground?
didn't say it,
Well, but
You
you're
saw the
aware that
direction.
that's where we were going.
but you were, yeah.
You saw the direction they went.
The training ground's at the back of the
Yep.
building. Yes.
That's
Are there any
it.
windows that are near the toilets that I passed by and I happened to look out
I'm
and
gonna say no.
see?
You just
Pardon?
know the direction they went in.
Oh, okay.
We did.
You would also see, looking at where they were,
Yeah.
if you're looking out, you see that Cleante has returned.
Okay, I'll just go up to Cleante.
She's there, she's back to like reading her book.
Hi.
She goes, hi. I don't think I got your name.
I'm Fig.
Cleante.
Nice to meet you, Cleante. What do you do?
Well, I am a student here. I also spend my time acting as a librarian. And yes, I also dabble in other things, spellcraft and learning. I have my interests, like reading.
Dante's Inferno.
Oh, God.
Cleantes.
Oh, okay. That sounds very interesting.
It is. I do have everything that was requested. I don't know where they went.
Me neither. I'm actually looking for them.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
Should I just sit here and wait? Is there like a kids' play area?
there is the play area, but
the
there are like
university.
desks if you want to sit and read, or
Do you have any spare, like, notebooks and pencils you don't really need anymore? Or like...
I mean, not ones I don't need anymore, but I do have some like pads of parchment.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So like goes into a desk and pulls it out.
Thank you.
Like ink and a quill.
Don't happen to have any, like, pencil or...
Yeah. Go over and grab
Ink
your
and quill's
pencil.
also great.
Grab your
I won't
pencil
say
from
no.
behind the desk.
Thank you. Can I grab the ink and quill? Is that okay?
I'm
also I like to write. So I want to write down my travels.
I'm sorry?
I want to write down my travels.
Your travels. I think you said drevels. I was very
My travels. Well, both, you know.
Right. Sure. There you go.
Thank you so much. Well, I'll just be over here.
Get back to my book.
Enjoy. What are you reading?
Come on. Say it.
Just a book.
But what's it called?
Complete
Dante's
works
Inferno.
Is it Drell's Inferno?
No, actually,
Oh.
that's on my list.
Oh, okay.
If Nim was there, she would say, "Do you like them?"
Just echoing.
And if it was there, Fig would go, I don't actually know what a drivel is.
Anyway, it's a book for school.
Damn,
Oh, okay.
Not a teen romance book.
Okay.
Young adult.
Bit saucy stuff? No. Okay, well, I guess
Breaker.
I will just sit over here and just wait for them to come back from wherever they come back from.
So you finish up. You're like about half hour of training. from
Nice.
Professor Blackwing, attempting to get you to activate magic and triangle control. Sort of attempts to teach you like sort of like basic movements or basic spells and stuff, like channeling it. It's a bit of a struggle. Oh, you do feel like at the end of it, maybe you've got a little bit of extra control.
Inner peace.
I feel like I have a little bit of extra control.
Nice. You can get a bit of inspiration.
Inspired.
First inspiration.
Which you can now also use your inspiration when you have it to, if you want, roll an additional d6 when you wild magic.
Sick.
And then pick between the two.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. She's slightly more in control. She's learning her powers.
This is
And
learning
meanwhile,
meditation.
Yes,
Kit and Brothe,
meditation.
you're doing some training.
All right. I'll go again. I failed in that. Let me go again, kid. I got this.
You're going too fast. You need to slow down and then build up.
Okay. Obstacle course time. Let's go. I'm gonna roll. Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Jump. Okay. 16 in total.
Jump.
You can do some.
I got it. Ooh, ow. Ducks. Jumps. Yeah.
Like you do pretty good. Oh,
I should have taken my backpack off.
No, you need it. It's part of the training.
True, that makes sense.
You're gonna be out there. You're gonna have the backpack full.
I'm just really tired. Okay. Did I do good?
Yeah,
Thanks.
really good.
Whew. Alright, I'm going back inside.
We should probably get the stuff, to find Prudence.
Oh yeah!
Hey guys, how's it going?
How'd you go?
Good. I am slightly more in control of some of my magic.
High five!
yes.
Congrats.
You still have quite a lot of work to do, I believe. But if you can just get a focus on this magical prowess inside you, and then if you can tie that in with your fighting ability.
That would be really cool. I've never had anyone teach me how to regulate my emotions before.
I
So
can see that.
so this is very helpful.
This is my pleasure. Anyway, I do have a lecture in. Looks up at the sun. 5 minutes ago.
Oh no!
I got
You're
to
late.
Go and
Whoa.
flies up, and then goes to fly into a window,
Oh,
and then sort of stops and like opens the window.
oh dear.
Damn, Nim knows words like regulate now.
You should be really proud of the growth of your emotional intelligence.
library did wonders for her.
She's a quick learner.
That's hilarious.
She's learning. It turns out she's quite smart. She just wasn't around anyone to teach her.
Oh,
So
bless her.
I think she just is
One would
starting
say
to
probably
learn.
even an average intelligence, or if you were to put it on a scale of 1 to 20, like 11.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Kit sees numbers.
Yeah.
Kit is numbers.
Alright, back we go. We're gonna go to
Yeah.
and grab the information that we're looking for.
You go to grab the information. You see
The travel paths.
Figara writing,
Oh yes.
reading.
Sorry.
Either
writing.
or. You could have changed. Done something else.
I'm reading. Sure.
Big!
Big, did you
Hi.
find what you were looking for?
I did. I had a mad piss. It was really good.
I'm so glad.
Is that a thing that we share? That
Pardon?
city people share with each other?
No. No.
You don't?
Well, no.
No.
Well, I don't, so.
You don't what? Share?
Piss.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's so weird.
I
mean,
piss
anyway.
I ate something
frequently.
yesterday.
and hard.
Oh, what are you guys up to?
We're about to go collect the information we need.
Piss is funny, isn't it?
Leonte's
good.
just like looking over. Like,
Do you piss, Cleonte?
what if I said no?
Oh, that's
Well, I
weird.
did.
He doesn't either.
Why don't you piss?
Interesting.
That's a very personal question.
Why don't you piss? Do you piss?
I'm a human, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go Chris girl.
Hey, Cleante.
Hi. I got the information you requested.
Oh yes.
Amazing. So here's the book on dreams or interpreting dreams.
I'll give it to Nimothy.
Amazing.
for you.
This is for you.
Wow.
It has information on visual omens in dreams and like what they mean, how to interpret them, whether they mean you're gonna die. That's what I took away from
Am
it.
I gonna die?
Maybe.
Well-
Maybe not today.
Surely pointing
eventually.
trees doesn't mean death.
I'm pretty old.
Eventually.
And what
But-
else? What else?
Sometimes death isn't the end.
Whoa.
That's profound.
Anyway,
What else is? What else?
right. Well,
Is there? Sorry.
here is a map that I marked up for you.
Nice.
Did you just send it?
Now I'm not going to. Now I do have.
Oh, wow.
I don't have right now, but I do have a physical map to give you.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the unmarked version
there
because
it
it's
is.
easier to look at and read. But
Cool.
She's been everywhere. Oh, God.
what you do notice, Kit and Brothe,
Yes.
is that one of those markers, the one northeast of Lantern's Rest,
Northeast.
Mhm.
Yep.
is around about where that sinkhole was.
Gotcha.
What are these marking again? Sorry.
They are, well, those are places that Prudence had
Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna print out a little.
basically
paper
made a
one for you.
request to go visit, to do research, to access.
Whoa. She's been
Those
everywhere.
places are very far away from the city.
Now, there's no guarantee that Prudence did visit them. Many of our archaeologists and expedition teams will sometimes make requests to visit places on the desire to go there or the thought of I might need to go there soon. Because obviously when we're out in the field, not that I really have gone out in the field much, but when expeditions do go out, if they do realize they might want to go visit another expedition on the way or another place,
Wow.
it's
Okay.
too much time for them to send a message back and then request that access. So often they'll make out a number of requests. And yes, so those are all the
Wow.
places.
No, thank
before,
you.
Prudence, when last left, had made requests for access.
That's near my out there.
Which one?
There's a lot out there.
It's very out there.
Out
It's fun
next to
out
the
there.
Rangi River.
That's near you. I'm from Clayworth. On the map.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been to any other cities though.
That's fair. Thanks for this.
Thank you so
no
much.
worries.
One last thing. I can also ask Kit, I guess, as well. But I was going to ask, is there any way we can, have some sort of transport? Because walking to all those things looks long.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, from what I know of you, you only have, your Prudence's apprentice. So your clearance and, access to stuff is a little bit lower. Kit, you have a bit more of,
Oh, nice.
a bit more sway. I mean, we can probably provide you with a couple horses. We could definitely provide you with some axe beaks if you would prefer.
Ooh, okay.
How many are you intending to be a part of your
This is it.
expedition team, I guess?
This is it.
Oh, well, 5 to 6.
Garrus!
Exactly.
I mean,
Don't worry, you'll know when you see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if you would like,
I don't know names to faces yet.
well, if you would like, what I could probably get you is either 3 horses or 6 axe beaks, or a combination.
What's an axe beak?
So what you would know is an axbeak is basically a large flightless bird that can be ridden. Can't pull super heavy loads. It is slightly better for traveling through denser terrain as opposed to a horse. In fact, a long time ago, before people had like made the roads proper, because people were able to travel a lot more with the sort of like lanterns that ward off creatures in the night. Axbeaks were sort of the main source of transport, because it was slightly faster over the more like overgrown, less travelled routes, which is more important when you're trying to get somewhere before nightfall.
Let's use Big Bird.
But obviously the roads are a bit more like maintained now, so horses are fine.
Yeah.
Not when you want to go into a forest.
Yeah. Okay.
We
Like
can
horses can
sleep
carry
on
bigger
it.
loads, so if like you had like equipment and a cart,
Yeah.
horses could be preferable.
And we'll need 6. 5 to 6.
Yeah.
Okay,
I could get you 6.
that'd be great.
We could
Sure
sleep
thing.
on it. We could ask Garrus when we next see him. If we see him.
I mean, should I put in a request now?
no,
Do you have like an ETA of when you wish to leave?
What's
No, I think we need to do a little bit
Estimated
more
time.
walking around and investigating first. And we'll
Sure. It'll be about a 24-hour wait time from when I put in the request.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So we'll come later do a
we
request.
can do it later.
Yeah, awesome.
Because you don't know where we're going yet.
That is fair.
Maybe we
Take
should.
time to make your expedition plans.
Yeah, we should
Um,
probably decide.
And if you'd like, should I
Should you?
put in a request for you to access a number of these places? I don't think I'll be able to get you access to, like, direct access to all of them.
Okay.
As in, like, specific, like, here, I am here to do research.
Put them through kits.
Not all of them do
Identification.
have, like, active, like, people there. So, like, it will
Okay.
be fine either way. But, you know,
I mean, that feels safer to do.
Yeah.
cool.
Let's do that.
I will start that process in the meantime. Amazing.
Thanks.
No worries.
Oh, okay, so like, where are we gonna go first?
I don't know.
There's a lot of places.
Yeah, a lot of places outside of the city.
In fact, there are none.
Isn't that exciting, Hilda? Isn't that exciting?
No, I've never been out of the city before.
Ah, I can't wait. We can take you out there.
We're gonna go road tripping!
Oh, my parents would kill
Whatever
me.
that is.
We'll keep you safe.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. I've been there my whole life.
I mean, that's if you even want to join us. Like, you don't have to, but...
I mean, can't really do much at the
Well, like-
babbling babbit anyway.
What do they call them when the music goes on tour?
Just
On tour? A world tour?
A music tour. What have you done?
I could try and convince my parents to go outside the walls for touring.
That's a good idea.
I've been touring before. It's exciting.
A tour expedition.
Hilda LeFou.
How exciting. One thing I want to do is I want to go see if I can get into Prudence's place so I can see if there are any clues that might suggest where she could be.
Can do.
Oh my god. That's a great idea. That's a, yeah.
So we're just going to head there?
I think so, yeah.
I'm gonna join.
I'll join as well.
Yeah.
We'll all go.
We'll go.
Yeah.
Well, that is where we'll pick up next time then.
Yeah.
Because we are about at time for when some people need to leave.
For sure.
And it's been a sort of thing, and that will probably be another like
It's a good
amount of time.
Yeah, it's a good time to
And
end
that
it,
also
yeah.
gives me time to continue.
Cliffhanger.
Your plan.
What,
what
is
happened
in
to
Prudence' office?
Prudence?
A dead body?
Why did you say that?
It's actually just an
Drama. Cliffhanger.
atomical skeleton.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Science.
It falls out of the cupboard. Yeah, we're like, ah! Oh, it's fine.
Spoiled.
And then we turn around and there's another one with an actual zombie. Ah!
Roll for initiative!
They're like the I read like not last Christmas but Christmas before the like first story that like like introduce the supernatural mummy.
Wow.
It was like so cool because you never see it,
Oh.
and it's just like
I like
it's
that.
Like, it's just like from like there's the other guy who's like studying it, and it's like from the point of view of the guy who like lives across the hall from him, and it's like
Oh, that's cool.
it's so cool.
Wild.
Anyway,
That's cool.
Yeah, we will
Speaking
see
of
you all
wild,
next time.
look at
Oh my
that.
god, episode 2 done.
Woo!